And we are live. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Curse of Strahd, where we left off. Um, the party made it back to the town of Valaki just in time for the Festival of the Blazing Sun. They had a wonderful time watching a puppet show, buying puppets, participating in some games. Orson was about to get his fortune read by a really racist stereotype of a Vistana. Um, and then Cloud got arrested. So the rest of the
The
party.
biggest meme of this campaign.
Previously on.
So the rest of the party is currently on their way to speak with Lady Fiona Wachter. The burgomaster has told them that if they can rid the town of her, whether that be through murder or through kind words, they will release Cloud from prison.
But Cloud is like, the prison isn't terrible. Like, we've been told
It's
there's a
bedroom.
bed. Like,
It is a repurposed bedroom that he is imprisoned.
yes.
All right. So where we left off, the rest of the party was walking away from the burgomaster's mansion. They were approached very briefly by Izek, and now they are making their way through the town. The streets are pretty much empty as you walk through the town of Valaki. Almost everyone has been ushered back into their homes so that the guards can do their thing around the town square. There are a few that will stop you along the road, but when you bring up that you're on business from the burgomaster, they're more than willing to let you by.
Yeah, I guess we keep walking. Unless there's something pressing.
Do you think that the burgomaster is going to tell Cloud that we're doing this for him? Or does Cloud not know? And is he possibly going to do something, I don't know if this is too strong a word, stupid, to try to get out? I'm a
I
little
think
concerned.
he will definitely do
I'm-
something stupid.
I think the burgomaster will not tell him, which I think is a big mistake. But that's just me.
I'm just worried that he may be afraid that no one is coming for him when really we're doing everything we can to get him out.
Talia has Orchard, by the way.
I do have Orchard. But yeah.
There's nothing you can do with him. I just wanted to make that clear.
He's
so
just chilling.
Yeah, he's
Yep,
just.
I got him.
So you make your way along the road, and eventually, Jessamine and Orson lead you, Talia, up to the burgomaster's, or up to the mansion where Lady Wachter is living, because they were able to see where she went, but Talia was a good girl and went back to the inn. As you walk along the road, you find yourself in front of a massive house that appears almost disgusted with itself. There's a slouching roof that hangs heavily over some furrowed gables and moss-covered walls that sag and bulge under the weight of the vegetation that's growing on the outside. As you study the house's sullen countenance, you hear the edifice actually groan out as the wood creaks. Only then do you realize the extent to which the house hates what it's become.
Wow.
Alright.
I feel like this house maybe has seen better days. Maybe we could use that to try to convince her to contact a realtor and try to buy a house somewhere else. I don't want to make assumptions, but it looks like it kind of, with the roof there and then the moss, I just personally would not want my house to look like this, but I mean, I'm not the one living here. But as I said, I feel like maybe we could try to use that to try to get her to be like, oh yeah, like maybe I could go for a new house now. Like,
Jessamine, I don't think she has many options considering where we are.
right, yeah, that is a good point.
I also think this is probably the nicest house in this town.
Now that you think about it, and if we're just looking at like the size and like the structure, it is very nice.
Let's just go talk to her.
That
Okay.
is a good idea. Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
I walk up to the door and knock.
As you approach the door, all of you actually are able to hear there's some very loud arguing happening behind it. A voice that you recognize as the one that was yelling out in the town square during the festival is arguing with a much deeper, seemingly male voice. You hear words tossed out like traitor and useless.
I knock on the door.
Do we recognize the male voice?
No, you do not.
Okay.
Orson, as you knock on the door, the argument just cuts short. And slowly, a metal rectangle in the door slides open, and there's a pair of eyes staring out at you.
Can it see me, or am I too short?
They do not see you, Jessamine.
Okay.
It's probably 5.5 feet up.
Okay.
And since Orson was like at the door knocking on it, the pair of eyes is like right at Orson's chin, and he has to kind of like take a step back to see. A different voice from the ones that were arguing inside calls out, what's your business here?
We were here to see Lady Walker.
Yes, I assumed, since you've come here. What about?
So our friend is in a little bit of trouble.
I
and-
Who's
lift,
talking right now?
I lift Jessamine up to the
Hi,
Oh,
Jessamine.
oh.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hi. So we met Lady Walker at the festival yesterday, and she told us to come find her. And then after that, our friend got into a little bit of trouble. He's currently in prison. And we were told that if we had like a certain conversation with the lady, that our friend could possibly be released. So we had many incentives
Oh, I
for coming
see.
here, but we just need to speak with her.
Okay. You have business with her about the burgomaster. I will relay that information to her and be right back.
Thank you. Thank you, Orson.
I let her know.
The metal slide closes, and you hear the voice kind of trail away as she's humming to herself. A few minutes pass, and you're...
Make it clear that we're kind of suspicious of the burgomaster too, because we don't actually want to murder her.
Right. I feel like
We'll tell her when we
I
get
feel
to
like
that
we
point.
should probably get like a feel for what exactly she wanted us to find her for, because she did kind of be like, find me, and that was a little like, oh, cool, that's mysterious. So maybe we should figure out like what that's about. And maybe actually the whole thing is that she wants to go with us somewhere, and so she would be leaving anyway, and then that would just work out for everyone involved, and then Cloud would be
Also,
released.
I don't think that talking about not liking the burgomaster out in the open would be a good idea.
Yes.
Only out in the
They're
open.
always watching.
As you continue talking, this thing slides open again, and the same pair of eyes is at the door. She says, Our lady is going to ask you over for dinner.
How nice.
I will let you in momentarily. The thing slides shut again, and you hear... There are several locks coming undone.
Well, for not the security seems to be very nice. I mean, that's something that we could yeah.
Considering that the burgomaster wants her gone, I'm sure the security is warranted.
That's a good point.
The door swings open, and you see a female servant, probably 5'4". She had to stand on her tiptoes to get her eyes through the little slot there. She's wearing pretty worn down clothes. This is a typical maid's uniform here. She smiles and leads you into the entryway. You find the front door leads into a pretty narrow-looking vestibule. There are 3 stained glass windows and, three stained glass doors that lead to just separate rooms in here. Yes, Jessamine?
I ask her on the way what kind of tea they have here.
Oh, tea is not a common request around here. Typically, we'll serve either just water or wine.
That makes sense. Do you have like ways to heat the water so that I could like maybe put my own tea bag in or something?
Sure, we could put some water over the fire for you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
She leads you through one of the stained glass doors, and it comes into a staircase. There's a large wooden staircase that climbs up to a balcony. And at the foot of the stairs is another 2 stained glass doors leading off to either side.
Ooh.
She takes you, she gestures for you to follow her into the one that's on your left, and inside you see very large dining room. If I can expose the whole room on the map. There's an ornate dining table that stretches the length of the room. There's a crystal chandelier hanging above it imperilously. Silverware is tarnished, the dishes are chipped, and yet all of them are still quite elegant. There are 8 chairs, each of which has their back adorned with sculpted elk horns surrounding the table. There are arched windows made of a lattice work of iron and stained glass that look out into the small, fog-swept estate outside. The Lady Wachter is sitting in a small, little couch love seat in an entertaining area off to the side. As you walk in, she... Welcome, my guests. I hear you have some business about the Burgomaster that you'd like to speak with me about.
Yeah.
How you're helpful.
Well, I do recall at the festival yesterday also you saying at least to our friend to come find you as well, and we were kind of interested to inquire what that was about. But also, the Burgomaster, which, by the way, what a creep, right? I don't...
Yes, I wholeheartedly agree.
All right, good, that's great. He has our friend, and we're very concerned about his well-being, and
Oh, I see.
he said that we should talk to you, and if certain events transpired, then our friend would be released. But we actually, like, I don't know about anyone else, but the Burgomaster making me smile, that kind of makes me pretty uncomfortable. I don't really like that. And so I am not a huge fan of him. And so if we could work out in some way to make it possibly like appear that we are like, you know, like doing what he wants, but in reality we're serving our own agenda, I would personally be a big fan of that. But again, we were kind of
Get
curious.
to the point, little one.
Sorry, yes. Yes, of course. So we were just wondering why you wanted us to follow you, and if you could help us.
Yes. Hear your frustrations about the Burgomaster, and I would like to say that I have plenty of my own. She rises from the small couch that she's sitting on and makes her way over to the dining room table. As she walks, she continues. I believe that the Burgomaster is a tyrant.
Totally.
He continually puts on these horrible festivities and requires that everyone go, claiming that they will protect us from some sort of devil that he knows of. Well, Strahd is no devil, and a malignant landlord at best, but No devil.
Right. Right.
I believe that the town would do better without such terrible forces as the burgomaster. And being outsiders yourself, I invited you here for a nice meal, that perhaps we could talk about our goals and see if there's anything we can do about it. And I am terribly sorry to hear about your friend's imprisonment. I assure you that if we were to get rid of the burgomaster, my friends and I would be more than willing to return your friend to you.
If I recall, he was calling after you, and you kind of was like, "I don't know this man.
Well,
Please get him."
I mean,
get away."
Orzin. Sorry. If you think about it, really.
Yes. You're
So,
chasing
sorry.
after me in the street under pursuit of the burgomaster's guards.
I mean,
I've done all that I can to avoid suspicion of an uprising.
totally
An
understand.
entire militia on
Right.
his. I have 3 or 4 close friends. I did not need that kind of attention. And he blatantly lied to the guards, saying that I invited him over, when in actuality I told him and the rest of you to come find me. I did not mean pursue me to my house.
Right.
The guard.
Right. Totally understand. I mean, like,
Now,
Orzin.
please, come to the table. We have a wonderful feast of rabbit stew. We have some fresh elk that's being charbroiled right now. Some vegetables grown in our very own garden outside. Just gather around the table. It'll be out momentarily.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
She sits herself down at the head of the table and watches, waiting for the rest of you to join her.
Are the chairs tall?
They are pretty tall.
I try my best to climb into one, but with great effort.
Athletics check.
Make an acrobatics.
For fun, I'll just do it. Oh no! Oh wait, I'm lucky.
You have so many nat ones.
I can just imagine. She's so lucky.
9!
Oh, that's not even gonna work.
It's still just a 9.
You pull the chair out and you find that it's twice as tall as you are. However, the part that you would sit in is like right at your chest. So you come around and you look at it all determined before turning around, gripping the legs as tight as you can and trying to hoist yourself up and make it up just tall enough. But as you lower yourself down, you feel the seat scrape against your back as you fall down onto your.
I walk over to my chair, I just pick her up and set her down and then keep going.
I do the thing where you like try to recover from an embarrassing moment where you like shake things off and I'm like, thank you very much, Talia, thank you. And
I kind of whispered to Talia, I'm like,
Missed that, but I'm sure it was
I wanted to see you do it again.
It's fine.
As the 3 of you wait for your dinner, we cut back to the burgomaster's mansion,
Oh.
where Cloud is imprisoned in his room. You've been sitting here alone for a while now. Although you're not quite sure, you'd imagine it's been a few hours by this point. You're getting pretty lonely. That steamy romance novel can only do so much. However, after a few hours have passed, there is a knock on the door. Hello?
Can't open it.
I'm well aware. I'm announcing my presence to you. I need you to look towards the back corner of the room. I'm going to open the door. I know that you can teleport.
Oh, I can't do that again until I, like, sleep for a while, so... You're
Face
good.
the corner and tell me when you are.
I do it, and I say, okay.
You hear the sound of a couple locks undoing, and a man walks into the room. He closes and locks the door behind him and says, "You can turn around again, it's fine."
Am I still handcuffed?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Hi.
You see with the horribly spiked and deformed arm leaning against the wall next to the door. Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
Audrey?
Roll deception.
Technically is my real name. 14.
Sure. All right, Audrey. Name's Izek. I'll be coming in to question you every once in a while.
Ezek?
Yes, Izek.
Cool, thank you.
You spoke very briefly with the rest of your group. I understand that you came through here with a girl named Irina.
Yeah. You did.
And where is she now? I understand that I haven't seen her with you in your time back here.
Yeah. We went to the Abbey of St. Markovia in Voliki. Nope, this is Voliki. In the other place, don't remember the name. Krezek, thank you. Oh my god, Isaac. I don't, how do you say your name? Isaac, thank you. No, just worry about Isaac. Yeah, there, and we went there, and it was extremely creepy. The abbot is an angel. That's cool. And so we were like doing our thing, checking out the place, and then all of a sudden, Strahd shows up. I'm assuming you know Strahd. Everyone here seems to know Strahd. He took her, assuming back to his castle. Ravenloft.
I see. Well, I admit I wasn't expecting to get that information so freely. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm gonna be here for a while. Might as well be honest.
Yes, I know. I will be back.
Okay.
Face the wall again.
Okay, I'll be here. I face the wall.
He leaves the room and you hear the locks all click in place again.
Oh my god, was he cute?
Let me pull up his character card for you.
I'd love to. I was getting a vibe. Okay.
I was getting a vibe that maybe he was in love with Irina or something. I don't know.
Oh, that too. Am I a terrible person that I thought he was hitting on me? He leaned against the wall. Who does that?
I do that.
Everyone does that.
I don't.
Hang on, just
Unless
one
I'm trying to
second.
be like seductive, like
I can't believe you're wallophobic.
I'm not wallophobic. I'm not.
Oh my god, Cloud, you can't just ask people why they lean against walls.
Exactly.
Wait, where are you sending it in chat or?
No, I'm just one second.
Okay. Sorry, I had to ask.
God damn it. Okay. Oh, yay, it looks like.
Actually, thought that you wouldn't.
There you
tell
go. Can you see it?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I
That's
mean,
Izek Strahd.
Okay,
well,
okay.
the code is in good taste a little
Okay,
bit.
so not really my type.
Looks like he needs a manicure, but that can be easily dealt with.
No, his nails look painted.
Looks though.
Am I the only one who sees that? His nails look
No,
painted.
no, no. They definitely look painted, but like I feel like they could be
Like shaped.
filed and shaped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I had to ask. Continue.
Great. Is there anything you'd like to do in your solitude before we cut back to the rest of the party?
I want to try to find another one of those steamy romance novels. If there's like a new one that I can read.
Sure.
This like increases charisma the more you read steamy no romance.
Hey.
But what if they're bad romance novels and they're
increases
like
his charisma by 1, but also gives him a new fatal flaw that he will flirt with everyone.
like what if
fine with
it
he
depicts
speaks
horrible
only in shitty pickup
Yeah,
lines.
what if it depicts horrible romance?
Add a +2 to like, I don't know, whatever we count for.
7th level, my wisdom becomes my charisma.
A +2 to persuasion. But
But only speaks in crappy pickup lines.
Yeah. Okay. But
yeah, someone
that's it.
suggested that maybe if he got a spray tan, then it might be a little more our
Okay.
speed.
Nope. We're done. We're done.
We're done.
Hard cut.
Oh, I think I...
He's okay, Lee.
Okay. As you look through the bookshelf, you find there are a couple other of romance novels of the same quality.
I'll pick one that seems interesting and just kind of flip through it as best I can.
Stepbrother, no.
Hannah.
I'm sorry.
Bro, what
I'm
are you
sorry.
doing?
I'm sorry.
As you
Game.
As you pick it up and read, you find that it's a rather enchanting tale of a married couple who is growing a lemon tree in their backyard.
Oh. Like the citrus fruit. Okay.
So they
Sorry.
found,
Okay. Continue.
That's all I'll say about the plot of that one.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
After a short while waiting for your food, it comes out, and it looks delicious. There's a lot to be had here. There's, even if you don't enjoy the elk or the rabbit stew, there is plenty of vegetables to be had. Some really nice looking boiled roots. They grew outside. There's a pretty fresh looking salad that is modestly dressed. And with all of the food, you see that they bring out a barrel that's emblazoned with the logo of the Wizard of Wines.
Oh shit.
What flavor is it?
Yeah.
May I interest any of you in a glass of Champagne de l'Estompe? It's quite an old vintage. We've had it for nearly 30 years.
Well, well, do I believe her? Do I believe that it's been 30 years?
I mean, roll insight.
Okay. Please don't fail me now.
Aging champagne. Didn't know that was a thing.
No, that was one of the missing seeds.
I know. I'm like,
Can
What'd you
I
roll?
wait, is he making an insight check? Can I
insight,
help him?
yeah.
Because I have good insight too.
Sure, roll with advantage.
You can really help him, but you can probably roll for your own.
With
insight.
eyebrows, I could be like,
That's better. I mean, that is better. 13.
Sure. You remember that Davian, the patriarch of the Martikov family, who lives over at the winery, he mentioned to you that it had been at least 20 years since the seed that
Okay.
grows the champagne was stolen. So
Okay, that makes sense.
about 30 years would line up.
Yeah.
oh, Oh, that's
yeah.
that's super interesting. I was wondering, like, where did you get this from? I haven't seen this available, anywhere else.
I thought it was 30 years old.
Yeah.
It's been
Yes,
missing for 20 years, so it lines up.
yes, for whatever reason, the winery stopped producing the champagne probably 25 years ago. So we have a couple barrels still in our basement, our wine.
Insight check.
I don't even.
Check.
We need gold for it.
Haha!
I think
22.
She seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
You know her. You've seen her like once or twice, so it's pretty hard to get a read on her, but it's like she's being genuine and there's no reason for her to lie.
Okay.
Based on the size of the house, they're a very wealthy family.
Yeah. I happily take a glass
Yeah,
of
thank
this,
you.
of this legendary
I say,
champagne. Liston.
no thank you, I'll stick with tea, thank you.
Yeah, she's not one. She's still a child.
You don't look old enough to drink anyway.
I mean, I am, but, I don't anymore.
All right. Orson and Talia, the servant comes around and pours both of you a rather large goblet full of the champagne du Leston. And you notice that this one is a white wine. Both of the other two were dark reds that were pretty dry, and this one is a pretty sweet white, but unlike the champagne that you knew from other areas of the world, it's not bubbly at all. It's just a pretty sweet tasting wine that's been aged for a long time.
Ooh, sounds good.
You eat away at your dinner.
How they call it champagne, because can't you technically only call something champagne if it's from France? Other than that, it's just sparkling wine, and this isn't even sparkling.
France doesn't exist in this world.
What's France?
Well, I mean, I'm not
Frankie.
I'm not a wine
What is
specialist, but I mean, I know that sometimes things, if they sit for too long, like the things that make them what they are could like start to go away or fade, and so maybe like it was sparkling at one time and now it isn't, because as we said, it's been 30 years. I don't know. As I said, I'm not a specialist on wine or anything, but I mean, maybe it used to be sparkling and like the bubbles.
Anyways,
Yes. Hello. I hope you're enjoying your dinners.
yes, it's wonderful. Thank you.
What would you think if I were to invite you to take out the burgomaster?
I kind of choke on my tea a little bit, and then I
I kind of like stop chewing and like look up.
I understand that you wanted to be rid of him, correct?
I hear an evil giggle in my mind, and I just smile and say, I'm listening.
You wanted to be rid of him, correct? You wanted your friend back.
Yeah.
We are in agreement that he is a tyrant and does nothing good for this town. And I believe that there is a change of leadership in him.
And who would be
Well, I believe that we should have a fair election of sorts.
democracy.
Of course, I will be running, but I see no reason why anyone else shouldn't.
So,
I just
I'm
want to
on
just want to ask a couple questions. Do you have like a general feel for the population that if this were to say occur, would we be, say, kidnapped by the guard, or do you think the guard would kind of be okay with a change in leadership? I just want to know
You saw
exactly.
what happened to that poor guard during the festival, did you not?
Yes, that's why I'm
They
asking.
can step out of line ever so slightly. They are publicly humiliated. I believe that the guard would be more than willing to to come to our side if we were to take measures against the burgomaster.
That is a fair point. Forgive me for being cautious. I'm just usually not one for violence, but...
That is quite all right. I understand.
So a few moments ago, you said that you don't think Strahd is that big of a deal?
Well, no.
I pull out my puppet.
Quite cute, but not what we're talking about right now.
Right, okay.
Yes, I admit that he will do some unsavory things. However, what does he ask us to do in the town? He collects taxes, and he watches over us.
She kind of got a point.
He has not had much interaction with the town in the past few years, but like I said earlier, if anything, he's a bit ignorant and a poor landlord, but hardly the devil.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but also he's attacked us like times in like the
Our
past.
friend
And he kidnapped our friend and is like, it's really kind of creepy. He keeps calling her Tatiana and then her eyes go dark and then she runs off with him and it's this weird trance thing.
And our
then
friend who's in jail.
And we had to take care of a vampire he created. So forgive me if I'm not as forgiving of him.
Yes, I understand that. However, I believe that people are allowed to have different points of view. I will not be inviting any sort of evil here. I just don't see the need for these festivals that don't do anything.
I mean, I agree. Do you know what happened with the whole bat situation at the festival?
Yeah, that was a little interesting.
Well, that was probably Strahd, if I had to guess. You've seen his bats before, and like I said, his festivals don't do anything. He thinks that they dissuade him from coming here, when in actuality he watches over us. He collects his taxes. Every other month, there is a building in the center of town which is dedicated to just housing the tribute that we have to pay to him.
Tribute.
Yes, taxes.
Okay.
Cool.
Yes, tax.
Question. I think for I think this is for the Dungeon Master.
For Dungeon Mungeon?
Okay.
Trungeon Blaster.
Trungeon Blaster.
I prefer Dungeon Mungeon.
People.
How long? So she said that it's been a few years since Strahd has been in town. How long have the festivals been running for?
Would we know that?
What I mean, like, can I ask?
You can ask Miss Wachter.
Miss Wachter, if you don't mind me asking, how long have these useless festivals been going on?
Well, the burgomaster's been putting them on for about 6 months. He does about 1 or 2 a week.
1 or 2 a week of that?
Not just of that. He has a couple ideas. There's the blazing sun, which is supposed to be a sacrifice to the morning lord. There is
sacrifice. Like
he lights the ball ablaze, and it creates a symbol of the morning lord.
but not like a living sacrifice. Not like a
No.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Something so bold.
Okay.
Lord knows that the morning lord isn't listening anymore, so. And then the other very common one is the Wolf's Head Jamboree, which I believe you had the pleasure of just barely missing when you first came through town. It is all of the townspeople are brought to the town square, including children, and given pikes so that they might hunt for wolves in the forests surrounding the town.
Oh.
You saw the heads that were on pikes outside the wall when you first came.
I do recall.
Well, I mean, I had to learn when I was young. So.
I don't think that's the same though. Sorry, not here.
I hear Claude's voice in the distance, and I'm like, shut up, Claude. Shut up, Claude. You're not even here. You're in jail. You're in jail.
What was that, Julia?
That was out of character.
Oh. What was that, Julia?
No, it wasn't.
But I hear this information, and I see that it doesn't line up with Strahd, how he hasn't come in like the past few years. And I see like the correlation.
Taxpayer money.
Sorry, what was that?
I said, what a waste of taxpayer money. Like, on all these festivals, they're expensive and lavish. Like, ugh.
Yes, the festivals are a terrible waste of resources for everyone involved. You have been in the Burgomaster's mansion, correct?
Yep.
Just barely the first floor.
The entire place is overrun with twigs and twine that he uses to create those awful balls that he lights on fire.
Ridiculous.
Holly, I thought you liked burning things on fire.
Yeah, I do. But, like, not when it's, like, wasting, like, I don't know, that's just...
You're burning trees
You're
for
wrong.
Okay, sorry. No, besides the point. Anyways. I mean, you know what? I don't like the guy, and sometimes that's just good enough reason to take power.
So, while we're on the subject of things that need a change in the town, I have some unfinished business with this hag named Morgantha, who's like grinding up children and putting them in pastries, and if we could kind of take care of that.
Accidentally ate one, and I don't remember much from it, but from what I heard, it was not a good experience for people to be watching, but I do not remember. I just remember eating it, and it tasted kind of weird, and then I woke up.
Yes, here's the thing, loves. What Morgantha does is sort of a necessary evil.
Because she takes children?
No, not because she takes children. That's the evil part. The necessary part is that it helps the people forget just how miserable they are.
Drugs.
She does not do her business here besides sell them. And I'm afraid that if any of us were to try and put a stop to it, the town would very quickly be overrun. So while I agree that what she does is quite unsavory.
Have you considered an ulterior, way to calm yourself? Like, I could recommend some teas maybe that are better for your spiritual, awakening and better for...
the point is that magic.
If you can convince the hags to not sell their wares here, then we will gladly be rid of them.
Noted. Okay. Maybe we could put that on the to-do list. Maybe not at the top, but maybe a little, if it's somewhere on there, maybe we could just...
In any case, I believe that we are in agreement somewhat. It's Burgomaster to no longer carry the power that he does.
Do I get to blow up?
Just a second. Could you give us any sort of information on about how many guards might be in the Burgomaster Mansion, what we might be up against, and maybe what you think might be the best way to be rid of him? Maybe something that isn't very public.
Well, I'm afraid that it will need to be public.
Oh.
He will have probably 4 or 5 guards on, and they will be loyal only until the Burgomaster is taken. However, the real threat is the Burgomaster's goon, Tik Tok. I'm sure you've seen that monstrous arm of his. There are rumors going about that he made deals with the devil when he was younger, and not your poor idea of
The actual one, yeah.
God.
Right.
Something much darker and more powerful. Have you heard of the Amber Temple?
Have I?
Have I?
Have we seen it on the way?
You
On
have
our
not.
travels?
I don't think you've heard anything about it yet.
Could I make a religion check to see if I...
Oh.
You could, but I don't think you'd know anything of the Amber Temple.
Okay. I have not personally had the pleasure of attending.
It's not much of a pleasure.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I wasn't really sure.
It's very dark.
Gotcha. What was it called again?
The Amber Temple.
Amber Temple. Okay.
Rumor has it that the things that created Strahd himself lived there.
That is very interesting. Maybe we should pay a visit at some point. I know we have a lot on the to-do list that, like, some things are probably way more important, but maybe when we get a little...
That's a good idea, I think. Thank you for telling us about this temple. We will probably check that out.
Well, I would like you to take the Burgomaster alive and bring him to me. My friend and I would like to make a bit of a display of him, have him hanged in the town square.
So we will not be the ones doing the killing. We'll just be the extraction party.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
There
I can
are...
be a fan.
I like here hanging, and I'm like, huh?
More, you know.
Let's make it more flashy. You know, I'm actually with Talia on this one. Why don't we just like blast him and then?
That's not what I was going for.
Are you suggesting that we hold another festival of the burning sun?
I personally...
Oh, fuck.
I literally laugh. In character, I laugh out loud. I am just like, both at the ridiculousness of the fact that she just said that, and kind of hoping that she's kind of joking. But
that would be a little more effective of a festival, but...
I love her.
yeah.
You may have not helped me, but I love her.
Well, I tell you what, I will think of some flashy, as you put it, way to...
Not what I was going for.
As long as you bring him to me, and I will see that not only is your friend freed, but also I'll reimburse you for your trouble.
I mean, as a bounty hunter, the dollar signs like in the cartoon form like pop up, and I'm like, oh, money. Okay, well I'll do this, and I start, and I'm like, and I kind of like hold out my hand.
I suppose that since we will not necessarily be the ones ending the life, that I could agree.
All right.
That
And you, Talia, I believe your name is?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Queen.
I could think
All
of
right.
a few reasons.
Excellent.
Yeah, why not?
Lady Wachter pushes herself from the table and stands up. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, and I look forward to seeing our work come to a prosperous end.
Right.
okay.
Uh-huh. Hey,
She picks up her goblet of wine and says, "For the good of the town," and takes a sip before setting it back down.
I sip my tea, but I don't sip it, actually. I gulp it. I'm trying to... I'm a little nervous, and so I'm just
I kind of like put my hands on the table and I'm like, okay, let's go.
Thank you so much for the meal and for the hot water. Everything's great. Your house, really great. I don't know if you want to get the moss on the walls looked at. Maybe that could be on our to-do list as well, but I just wanted to say thank you for your hospitality.
Yes, of course. I believe you know the way out. Feel free. My servants are a bit busy this evening,
Totally.
especially now with this development. they will be starting work on my campaign.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I grab my Strahd puppet and I try my best to get out of the chair. Maybe I have to kind of push and then like just trust that my feet aren't asleep by now.
As you try to get out of the chair, you have to like to try and scoot the chair backwards. So there's and eventually you succeed.
Great.
It takes a couple arduous scoots, and Lady Wachter is watching you quizzically, but eventually there's enough space, and with Strahd puppet in hand, you're able to slide right off and land on your feet.
Great.
Before leaving, I stop at the door and I look at her and I say, just for my own conscience, what other than like these lavish festivals and like, I don't know, just the abuse that we've seen of the gods, of his guards, not gods. Are there any other just evils that he has done? Like, do you know anything about like why the children are in a trance and?
Well, he's woefully inept. Continually tries and fails to upgrade the facilities of the town guard. Our town is woefully underprepared for any sort of attack that may come its way. We've been lucky thus far. He does a poor job of keeping the town economy alive. You'd be lucky to find any shop in town that's doing well for itself. And while it isn't necessarily evils that he commits, he is a terrible politician and needs to be made an example of.
I just in a suggestion, I don't want to step on any toes here, but what if instead he was just thrown in jail and heavily watched? I don't know if
Well, I guess if he was still alive, then his guards would still have to follow him, and then they would take him out of jail, and then the whole purpose of everything would fail. I guess that's the thing with corrupt politicians, unfortunately.
I suppose. Forgive me, I just, again, not always a huge fan of violence.
As you move out into the entryway, I'd like all of you to make a quick just perception check. I know I need to memorize your scores.
It's not good.
10.
I'm the one with the high perception, but I've been
4.
Oh no, guys!
Yeah, I got 10.
As you're walking out,
My perception is 18, though.
My passive perception is 16.
My passive is 12.
okay, I'll use your passive scores because that's what I would use. I was just too lazy to pull up all of your character sheets.
I literally rolled a 4.
As walking out of the kitchen, you close the door to the dining room and you find yourselves alone in the stairwell, surrounded by these stained glass doors. And you hear, especially Talia, like you hear it particularly well. There is a very faint humming coming from underneath you. Jessamine, you don't hear anything, but Orson and Talia can hear it.
I can't hear it because I'm humming myself. I'm just like...
Very good. And before we do anything with that, we're gonna cut back to the Burgomaster's mansion.
Hi.
After probably an hour or two, you hear a very familiar knock and greeting from the door. He pushes you back to the corner and makes his way in before... You said that Strahd took her. Did she tell you about her past?
Not in great depth. We were hired by her brother. Name, I say it
What?
because
Eastmark.
I don't.
Easy.
Eastmark. There it is. To deliver her safely to the Abbey of St. Markovia, we ran into Strahd several times. We we don't know much other than she's important to him. We think we found a book, and in it we got some information, and we found that she seems to be an exact lookalike for possibly his past love. In the sake of honesty, I don't know much about their history or past. I kind of didn't ask. It seemed like a painful subject.
I see.
Why are you so interested? If you don't mind me asking, I know you asked the questions here, but
make a persuasion check for me.
okay. At a 17.
All right. How do I put this? Irina. She goes by Irina Kolyana. She, I think, is Irina Strahd.
Irina Strahd?
Yes, my sister.
Oh.
When I was very young, I had a full family, 2 parents, a sister who also went by the name Irina, and very quickly, when we were hardly older than babes, our parents were attacked and killed. And in my mother's last acts, she told us to run. We ran out into the woods. Somehow we got separated, and I haven't seen her since. I lost an arm in those woods, and this thing, he holds up the claw, eventually grew in and replaced it.
I take a step back.
I have dreams about her. I don't know how real the dreams are or are not, but you took her to the winery, didn't you?
Yes. We weren't allowed into the abbey if didn't get them their supply of wine. Sounds stupid saying it now, but
No, it's all right. There's nothing wrong with it. I just...
feel kind of
alive.
Huh?
I'm still dreaming about her. She's in a dark place, covered in bricks. Her door is locked. But I still dream about her. And it must mean that she's alive, right?
I don't think Strahd would have had such a... I don't think he would have gone through all that trouble just to kill her. I think that he needs her either for some ritual to gain his past love or to find closure. What it is, I don't know, but I don't think he would have done all of this for a dead girl. So I think you can rest easy in that.
I just want to speak to her.
Yeah.
I want to know if she is the Irina that I think she is.
Well, if I do get out of here, I could probably make that happen.
You're gonna get out of here. The Burgomaster struck a deal with the rest of your group.
Oh.
They're gonna get you out. And hopefully, if you're as capable as Baron Vargas thinks you are, then it'll be soon.
I have a question.
Yes?
I feel kind of weird asking this, but how do you feel about the Burgomaster's management of the town?
Well, I mean, I think he does all right. We haven't been attacked in a few years, and he's only been leading for a few years. Well, I think it's a bit weird that he tries to make everyone smile all the time. I owe the man my life. So, you won't see me talking any ill of him.
Very fair. Well,
I've already said too much. I should leave you now.
before you go, I've been trying to read these books, but it's kind of hard with these. Would you mind? I promise I'm not trying to escape.
Persuasion check.
Really good. Natural 19 for... What's my persuasion? Where is it? 22.
That's good enough to... Alright. Whatever. He comes over and he unlocks your hands and he says, but you're still gonna have to face the wall when I leave. Don't want you teleporting.
I will put my hands against it.
Alright. I'll leave you alone now. Have fun reading these trashy things.
Oh, they're so bad.
He turns and he unlocks the door and leaves. And
Bye.
3 locks click into place again.
Cool. So now I know they're coming for me. That's good. I go back to my book. It's a cute story. They have a lemon tree.
They're just trying to preserve their lemons.
As you keep reading, you find that after the 3rd chapter, there are some whores that came and with their lemons.
No!
Did you not know? It was so obvious.
Put that together.
It was so close to being a good story. I'm into it though. I'm like, wow, this is getting good. You know what? Jasmine would love this book. If we ever get out of here,
It's always lemon stealing whores. It's always.
Are you
Okay.
gonna steal the book from me?
I'm not going to steal it because I'm already in enough trouble, but if you guys come for me, I might persuade them to give me the book. Okay.
Great.
Good.
So we'll cut back to the Wachter House. That is actually the name of the building. It is called the Wachter House.
Good.
Spelled H-A-U-S.
I kind of whispered to Tony, I'm like, hear that?
What are we whispering about?
I wasn't paying attention for a minute.
Did you hear that? And I kind of like point under that. I'm there and I'm like, do we ask about that?
What?
Do we ask? Nothing! Jasmine, please. Please. Is there a way for us to...
Like an investigation check, perhaps?
Or an Arcana check, maybe.
You can roll an investigation check if you'd like.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a 24.
Oh.
As you look around the room, you can't really find the source of the humming in here. The stained glass doors they lead to the the dining room, which you just came from, the entryway where you entered from, and the third one, I'm gonna reveal a little area for you.
Their basement.
Inside, you can see, like, on the far wall, there's a fireplace with a cooking spit over top of it, and there's some firewood sitting right next to it. And very briefly, you can see someone wearing a stained white apron walk by. But other than that, it's pretty empty in here. The floor is a pretty compact wooden structure, but there are little gaps in the stairs where you can see that there's room underneath them. Like there is a cellar here.
Is anyone around?
Not currently. You are in a small hallway that leads to separate rooms and a staircase that goes up.
Can I stealthily walk up the stairs?
Since you can see through the doors, you'd imagine that other people can see through as well.
As I see them like looking around, I continue trying to whisper, but I'm not doing a very good job. What are we looking for?
And I say, I'm not sure yet, but me and Talia heard something really strange, so I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna stealthily walk up the stairs. Can I?
Close to the screen.
You're gonna go up the stairs?
Yeah, can I stealthily walk up the stairs here?
Sure. Roll for stealth.
Sure. Sorry. 17.
All right. You're able to make it up the stairs, and as you go, you avoid creaking for the most part. There are some loose steps along the way, but for the most part, you're able to make it up without any noise. And as you come up to the balcony, you're able to see there's no one around. It's pretty empty in here. There are a few doors that lead to other areas, but other than that, it's pretty empty in here. There's a hallway at each end, about 5 feet long, that ends in a stained glass window. And as you look around the walls, there are framed portraits. You can see there's one that's very large in the center of this wall here. I'm in the wrong tool to ping it. Right around here, between the doors that lead to other rooms, there's a large framed portrait of the woman that you recognize to be Lady Fiona Wachter, a man who's smiling and holding a baby girl, and 2 young boys.
Oh?
I think I'm gonna approach. So that's all I see on the wall, right? That's all I see. And do I recognize?
Yep, framed portraits, and there are a couple mirrors surrounding the wall.
I don't recognize the boys or the.
No. As you walk, though, you're able to recognize that there's a gentle scratching coming from one of the doors.
I slightly open the door.
Which door?
The very
The one
first
with the
one.
scratching?
Yeah, with the scratching.
As you approach the door that has the scratching noises coming from it, you hear the scratching pick up a little bit. This door is pretty heavy, and there are iron bands supporting it. And as you try the doorknob, it's locked. And you hear a gentle voice call out from within. Can little kitty come to play? Little kitty dad.
Dumpy.
And
Sorry, I heard this. Dumpy.
She really does. Sorry.
Okay, I understand. I don't have these tools on me. And you said it was locked?
Yes, the door is locked.
I'm assuming she has a key. Um, is there like, you know, in like doorways, there's a hole underneath the doorway. Is there a hole underneath the doorway?
There's like a small crack, yeah. You can see a little bit of light pouring through. Because
Uh,
it's starting to get dark outside. It's late evening now.
okay. Um, I take out, I like take off my shoes and I take off my sock and I slide it under the door.
Dobby?
The fuck?
I'm assuming.
Hide the sock under the door. You hear 4 gentle little thuds, presumably as whatever is behind the door is taken aback. And you hear, "Little kitty doesn't like the smell of that."
And I take it back and I put it back on. I tried. I'm gonna check the other rooms though,
All right.
because I have no way of.
You see there is, right next to the stairs, there is a single door. Across from it, there's a pair of double doors that lead to another room.
I'm gonna go through the double.
Down towards the other end of the hallway, there are 3 more single doors.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna try the double doors first.
All right. The doors are locked again.
I go to the stairwell and I kind of whisper to Talia. I'm like, "Hey, do you have thieves' tools by any chance? Have
Yeah.
any? Can you pick these doors?"
What's going on? What's up?
I can. I feel kind of weird about breaking into her house, though.
We're breaking in.
There's someone trapped in one of these rooms. And,
What?
trust me. I'm talking to Talia here. There's like I don't know what it particularly is. It sounds like a child is trapped in a room. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, sure, I'll go.
All right. Want to roll for stealth as you climb the stairs?
Do you want me to come with you?
I'm gonna pull up my hood so that I have advantage.
Ooh.
All right.
That's still pretty good. Oh, it's a non-natural 20.
All right. You make it up the stairs, and after watching Orson go up, you know where the creaky spots are, so you're able to lightly step around them as you go up.
Wow.
And I say, and I like whisper to Jessamy,
Yeah.
anyone comes and asks where we are, find a way to.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
All right.
So I tell Talia, like, does he scratch any more?
No, there's no scratching or anything right now.
But can I lead her to the door where the creature?
Yeah,
where the
sure.
child was? And so this is the door where I was talking to the creature.
Do you think they might be locked for a reason?
I don't think he's harmful. I don't think he's harmful. I think he's harmless.
Jessamine had a question.
Just like while they're doing this, I'm kind of fidgeting with things around me and probably touching things I shouldn't be.
All right.
Just wanted to.
You kind of jiggle the doorknob to the kitchen a little bit. Nothing happens yet.
Okay.
I guess.
No. Also, there's caramel popcorn. Sorry.
There's caramel popcorn?
Whoa, cool.
All right. So you pick?
Yes, I'll pick the lock. I feel really weird about this.
All right. So go ahead and roll a Thieves' Tools check.
Yep.
That's your
It's Dex plus, and for me, it's
That
my...
Dex plus your proficiency bonus, which at this level is 3.
That's pretty good. It's gonna be a 25.
Oh shit! All right.
4.
Sorry.
Still works. You kneel down next to the door, and you're very easily able to pick this lock. Like it's pretty trivial. You okay?
Sorry.
Damn, it's just tossed.
No, Orson's camera just went like.
Oh.
Yeah, because I had my headphones on. Sorry.
As you unlock the door, it very gently starts to creak open.
I'm gonna open it just slightly and just kind of peek my head in just to kind of see what's there.
All right. Want to make a stealth check, just for your head popping in the room?
Sure. 18.
All right. As you peek your head in, you're able to see this room is pretty dark and musty. There's a single lantern that's hanging on the wall up near the roof that provides light for the whole room. There are no windows, no anything, except for an iron-framed bed has been fitted with leather straps to the wall. The room has nothing else in it. After the door starts to creak open, you see a small shape scurry away on all fours, away from the door. It's a young woman wearing a stained and dirty nightgown. She hisses.
Oh my
That's
God.
to the bed.
Yeah.
There's like a woman running around. I just kind of swap places with him.
And I kind of like switch places with her, and I like kind of do that thing where like
We do the Scooby-Doo.
the Scooby-Doo thing. I'm like,
Orson, I need you to make a stealth check as well.
25.
Oh, well, you did it. You're able to peek in, and you see the same thing. It's a young woman, very dirty, wearing a stained and tattered nightgown.
I look at Talia and I'm like, what do I do? do I say hi?
Was she saying anything to you a minute ago?
Well, yeah, but I didn't expect this.
Maybe start, like, speaking? I don't know.
Okay. I say, hello, hi, and I kind of like.
You watch as the young woman's eyes focus on you, and she like curls back and goes, "Little Kitty doesn't know you."
Yeah, well, my name
She
is
starts
Orson.
to cry out. She's yelling, "Kitty doesn't know you!"
Okay, I close the door and I say, Talia, can you lock this?
I think we relock it.
As the young woman cries out, Jess, you hear some stomping from the dining room.
I start pretending that the Strahd puppet is yelling. He like, and I try to repeat what she was yelling to make it seem like it came from the puppet and I was playing.
Lady Wachter comes into the
Kind of run down the stairs and be like, definitely not the bathroom.
Kitty doesn't know you. I don't know
Wolf.
what that means.
Okay, how do I do this?
Performance?
Yes, but you're also... There's a conflicting story with Talia. She scowls down at you, and then Talia runs down the stairs and says, "Definitely not the bathroom." And she glares up and goes, "Why are you still here? What are you doing?"
She really needed to use the bathroom, and so I thought I would practice my routine.
I didn't want to disturb you, but we're gonna go. Really sorry for that.
Yes,
slowly follow.
roll disadvantage or roll for deception with advantage, because Talia is helping you.
Okay. 9.
Me roll
With advantage?
Mm-hmm.
I thought, should I be the one? I don't know.
Well, I also was trying to decept. If you took my first roll, then that'd be 7. So I'd like to stick with the 9, if that is okay.
Okay. She glares out at the two of you and just goes, "Leave. Now, I do not want to see the two of you back here until you have the Burgomaster in chains.
Absolutely.
Put that damn puppet away."
Absolutely. I start to nervously walk towards the door.
I'm still up there.
As the two of you leave, or go into the entryway at least, she comes up the stairs. Orson, what do you do?
Oh no.
Guys, you're gonna get put in jail now.
Is there any way I can avoid her line of sight?
If you jump out if there's a window, I have feather fall.
There are. You can duck into the room with little Kitty in it.
We didn't get to lock the door, didn't we?
Yeah, she did.
I relocked it.
Oh, you relocked it. Okay, so you can't go back into that room.
Yeah.
Can I?
You can check another door, but I would say you can check probably one of them before she gets up the stairs. There are windows, but one is right across from the staircase, and it's closed. And there's one on the opposite side of the hallway, which is also closed.
Okay. Can I walk to? So how does what does the staircase look like? By any chance?
It's a wooden staircase. There's like a railing, pretty similar to one that you'd find in just a regular house, where it's got like the wooden poles and a handrail that goes around. So theoretically, she'll be able to see you really soon.
Okay, so I'm gonna go towards the back railing because she's probably gonna walk up the stairs looking forward. And as she gets to the top of the stairs, I'm gonna jump from the railing and try to stealthily.
All right.
Oh fuck.
So she walk up the stairs. I'm gonna need you to roll stealth for that.
Oh my god, this is exactly how I got arrested. No, it's not. I was
22.
Okay.
No way. No way.
Let me check her stats.
You're kidding.
You're kidding.
You rolled a nat 20, so I need to see what her stats are.
+1.
You somehow able to make it down the stairs. As you land, there's a soft doof, and she whips her head around, but she's off of the stairs now, so she isn't quite able to see you down there.
Oh my gosh.
I walk down the stairs and I kind of like dust myself off. And in my head, I'm like, that's how you do it, Cloud.
Wow.
and I move through the doorway.
all the way off. We'll be right back.
So the three of you leave the Wachter house. You are back out in the street. The sun is in the middle of setting right now. You can see there's like a faint purplish greenish glow coming from the east. Or coming from the west.
As we move a little bit further from the house, I'm like, okay. I know we just agreed to help her, but I do not trust that woman.
That's what I'm saying.
I do think maybe we could talk to the Raven people and see if they know anything about her.
I think that we should probably be careful in what we say because we don't want it getting around that there is a plot to kill the, you know who, and
just ask
so
people about her.
And we just need more information.
We need more information before we do.
I need to the bathroom really quick. Excuse me.
And the longer that we leave Cloud, the more likely it is that the situation will get worse with him staying there. And I just am not.
I think
Yeah.
we need more information before we decide, before we pick a side. Because right now I'm thinking there's not an unguilty party. I think there's some.
Unfortunately think that at this time we should probably go to the tavern, have some tea, just calm and logically assess the situation and see what is the lesser of two evils, because at this point I don't think that either, as you said, is a great choice.
We need to talk to the Raven people because they seem to be helping us so far. And then I just kind of stop listening to her and walk away.
Okay, that's fine. She didn't like my puppet. It's fine. I'm getting better.
So the three of you walk down the road through town and make your way back to the inn. The streets, again, are pretty empty, even more so now, since it's darker outside. And as you make your way past the town square, you can see the body is gone, and most of the guards that were standing around investigating have left. Pretty much everyone is in their homes for the night. As you make your way into the tavern again, you see a familiar-looking face standing atop of a table and telling a story.
What's the story?
It's Rictavio. He's wearing his typical purple and orange garb. He's very colorful in a room full of very sullen-looking people. He's telling another story. He is currently... It's not as exciting as some of the other ones that you've heard from him. He's talking about a group of people, mostly humans, but there's an elf with them and a half-orc, which is a very foreign concept to the people here. They're sailing aboard a ship and claiming to go where no one else has. They have many misadventures throughout the night, and none of them excite you near as much as the last two stories that you've heard.
Is it Critical Role?
No.
Okay. Narnia?
Pirate?
I need to find the inn.
Sinbad?
No.
No, not half orc and dad. Although that would have been good.
Like, I don't know what's...
Welcome back to the inn.
I'm not there. Delete me. I'm in jail.
Get out of here, Cloud.
I'm sorry, I had...
It won't let me select you.
Here, I'll do it. Can I... Oh, wait, I got it. I can delete myself, right?
I got it. For some reason, you were on the background layer.
I just integrated into the...
Alright, so welcome back to the inn. As you walk in, barkeep kind of waves over to you. And... You looking to stay again tonight?
Yes, we are.
Alright.
Probably.
I'll take another 2 silver from each of you to keep your room for the night. What happened to your other short friend?
He's kind of spending some time in prison.
Yeah, he,
I see.
Incident with the burgomaster, and he's in trouble. So, trying to figure that out.
Alright. That's a particularly interesting case.
I know.
As you sit down and talk with the barkeep for a short while, Rictavio eventually comes around and buys a drink, like reaches between you and grabs a mug of wine before moving back into the center of the room.
I tap his shoulder.
Center of attention.
I tap his shoulder I'm like, hi, I don't know if you remember us, but a little while ago we were,
Well, how could I forget you?
oh, stop. We were, like, listening to your story and we didn't get to hear the end of it. And I was wondering if when you're done, telling your story over there, if we could hear about what happened to the little boy in the stairwell.
Oh, well, I suppose I can tell that one again. You'll just have to wait for the next time I tell it.
Okay.
Probably tomorrow night.
Okay, tomorrow night. Okay.
I've already told my stories for tonight.
Oh, totally.
I'm collecting my tips, drinking my drink, and then I'll be going to bed.
Well, have a good night. I'll be sure to be here tomorrow night. I think so.
All right.
Thank you.
As he's at the bar, he buys his mug of wine and also buys several wolf steaks before making his way out of the tavern.
So Talia, he's gonna finish the story about the boy in the stairwell tomorrow night. Do you think we could possibly try to, like, make it so that we're here for that? Because I know we didn't really get to hear the rest of what happened to him, and he offered to tell it again, but tomorrow night in the tavern.
It's great, but I think that's kind of the least of our concerns.
No, totally. But, like, if we could make it so that we are here, that would be great.
We can certainly try.
Okay, sure, yeah. Cool.
Are there any of the Raven people here?
As you look around, you see several people in the bar, gathered around tables and such. None of them that you recognize as the immediate Martikov family, but outside you recall that there are a few ravens sitting atop the entrance.
You also know where his study is because we talked to him.
Yeah. Okay, so we know where his room is. Should we just go and knock on his door and ask him questions? Because he's been pretty helpful so far. Rest of party?
Orson's not.
Yeah, I will do what you want to do once I get my tea for the night. I asked the barkeep for another cup of hot water.
And he more than happily hands it to you.
I make, let's see, I make, what kind of tea do I want to make today? Yeah, I mean, it's nighttime. Yeah, we'll go, I make some chamomile, just to,
Alright.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the three of you, because I'll assume Orson comes with you, make your way back up to the bedroom, and you knock on the door. You hear a gruff voice call out and go, "Hey, it's bloody late, what do you want?"
Hi.
We're in a bit of a predicament. We could really use your help.
Or some advice, or just some information. I have tea.
You hear some thudding as a large figure comes over to the door. It opens, and Erwin is standing kind of grouchily at the door, and you can see a woman laying in bed. What's wrong?
Sorry, I know it's really late. Do you know anything about the Lady Watker?
Wachter.
Well, no, she's right crazy.
Oh, that's good to know.
Know that she, she's kind of in cahoots with devils.
Any kind of devils in particular there, or just like in a broad sense? Devils, are you referring to someone in particular that goes by devil sometimes, or are you just talking about like she likes devils?
I'm talking about the kind of creature, the devils.
I see, okay.
Have you seen her little pet?
Her pet?
Is that the little like the woman with the...
Oh, no. That's her daughter. That's Stella.
She was referring to herself as Kitty, so I was a little confused on the name.
Years ago, in a ploy to remove the Burgomaster from power, she sent her daughter to get married to the Burgomaster's son. His name's Victor. And Victor was so mean and cruel to her. And she had absolutely no interest in him, that over time, and if you ask me, with influence from the Burgomaster's goon Izek, she done lost her mind. Thinks herself a cat.
That's really sad.
But you said her pet. Is it a magical pet?
She's got herself a little pet devil. I don't know where she hides it. I don't know how it turns invisible, but it does.
Oh, no.
And I don't know what she does with it, but it's there.
If we had Cloud with us today, he probably would have known that.
I don't see him with you. Where is he?
That's actually what we came also to ask you about. He got arrested at the festival. He resisted arrest when he tried to go talk to Lady Wachter because she was like, hey, come find me. So he's in trouble, and we're trying to get him out, and we were told, well, you could get him out if you go talk to Lady Wachter and, convince her to leave. And then when we went, that didn't really go like as planned, and so we were just looking for more information about that.
We're in a bit of a...
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, while Wachter is sketchy to get out, the Burgomaster ain't exactly great either.
Right.
He said he may claim to keep his hands clean, but he's got his goon Izek, who's just one look at him and you'll see that his hands are dirty. He's got something in him. Don't know what.
Just have a little question. How do you feel about the Burgomaster as like a leader? Like, are you behind that? Do you wish it was someone else? Like, where are you at in all this as far as liking him or maybe not liking him
He
so
leans
much?
down and looks you directly in the eye. And he says, I don't give a shit who leads the town.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good. Cool.
I do my thing. I run this here tavern and inn.
Mhm.
And hopefully I'm able to give a shelter to all of these poor wayward ravens that make their way here.
Right. Okay, that's cool. So like if you were to say like to gauge how the ravens feel, do you think they don't really care much either, or would people be
I don't think they do. The ravens come and go. They do as they please. They do as I ask them to.
Right. Okay.
They don't care about the town.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
In
Hypothetically,
an effort to stay discreet, if hypothetically, of course,
hypothetically,
have ourselves in a bit of a
let's say,
the burgomaster and the lady, is there a side that you would recommend us trusting more, or do we need to just...
hypothetically, let's say, our friend, the Burger King. Let's just say that he is not liked by a lot of people in the town, and when we talk to the lake tells us that she wants the Burger King gone so that the lake can have an election and rule the town. How would you feel if the Burger King wants the lake gone, but then the lake wants the Burger King gone, and we're kind of stuck in the middle, and the Burger King also has our friend...
Please stop calling him the Burger King. You can just call him the Baron.
Sorry, yeah. I'm I'm just trying to be hypothetical here. Purely
Yes.
hypothetical. What would you say to something like that? Yeah, okay, sorry.
I think that while the Burgomaster is pretty awful, he's nowhere near as bad as Miss Wachter is.
I agree.
I don't know what she does, but she hosts a book club, as she calls it. I tried having one of my ravens sneak in there to just see what was going on, and the raven was dead by the time that we found him.
Oh.
So...
Left in his hybrid form, it was truly terrible. Just keep in mind, whatever you do, we'll be alright. But Wachter, while the Burgomaster is impotent, the Lady Wachter is downright evil.
That is very helpful. Thank you. So do you think that we could, convince her to leave quietly? Or do you think it has to
Probably
get...
not.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
She's been in this town, her family's been in this town for several hundred years. Lived in that very house.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much. You've been very helpful. Again, sorry it's so late. Thank you for helping us with our hypothetical situation. Good
It's
night.
alright. You've already done a lot to help me.
I hope you sleep very well. If you need any tea, I'm here. I have a new tea.
We'll be alright.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking to you, bud.
I start going towards our room and kind of like...
You do have to... You make your way down back through the tavern. And as you make your way out, you bump into Rictavio again, and he kind of like, hi, and makes his way upstairs.
Oh, Orson. So he's gonna continue telling the story about the boy in the stairwell tomorrow night in the tavern. I know we have like a lot on our agenda, but if we could try to like be here for that, that would be great.
I'm also very excited. Like, we're gonna.
Rictavio turns around and goes, actually, halfling.
Yes.
I have a special story that you might like that I'll tell tomorrow night.
Okay, cool. So if we could try to be here for that, that would be fantastic, because then it's a special story.
Farewell! And he turns around.
Good night.
Okay. I have a plan, and I kind of relate to accordingly. What if we? This might backfire, but what if we asked the Burgomaster for his help, and we kind of lure her out, and you fight her right there?
I am just concerned about the devil's part of that and how she has a pet devil. That is a little concerning to me.
I mean, we're gonna have to kill that thing either way. The fact that it's in a town is already dangerous enough.
I just feel like 3 people versus however many people. She had 4 or 5 friends, she said, and herself, and a devil. I don't particularly like those odds. If we could potentially get more people that would help us, I would feel a lot better. I just don't know if we can do this by ourselves.
I have an idea, but it kind of goes against all of my moral values, so I don't know if I actually want to do it.
Did Jessica tell you to do it?
No.
Oh, that's cool.
What if we told the Burgomaster she was planning an uprising?
That might work.
But I kinda
what
don't wanna-
morals does that go against exactly? When you said morals, I was thinking of a lot worse things like setting everything on fire. So, although I could see how that would go along with your morals.
Anyways.
I mean, to
I
be
think
to
that's
be
good.
fair,
But I guess we're betraying her.
regardless, the Burgomaster has Cloud, and we talked to him first. As uncomfortable as he may make us and a few people in the town, he has not suggested to me, well,
Why don't we trade that information for Cloud's release? I mean, he's already been punished quite a few. Has it been a day? Has it been a day so far? It's been a day so far, right?
yeah, it's
Since
been
he's
like
been locked up. I say that
Did
if
I
we
get
tell
locked up
him
in the morning and then this is like the night after? Is that what's happening?
or no, I think that
this is the same day.
the same
I
day.
think,
Yeah, this is the same day, right? That
yeah,
I've
so
been...
it's gonna be
Yes.
a full
Yeah.
day by the time I wake up. But
Because-
I say that it's not a bad idea to kind of deal and say like, here,
But at
we
the
want
same
to help
time,
you.
the deal was get rid of her and we can get Cloud back, and we did not do that.
And we can tell him that it's more complicated than that because there's really evil shit going down and we need his help.
Perhaps we
I don't know
should
if you care about that,
also somehow get the name of her friends that she supposedly has. That
How
would
would
help.
we get the name of her friends?
Well-
She said the next time she wants to see us is with the Burgomaster.
Maybe
So do you
that's
see-
the plan. But really, we have more than just the Burgomaster with us. Such as guards.
That's what I meant when I said we bring the Burgomaster, and he has the other people around him, potentially,
Mm-hmm.
and we convince him to bring Cloud.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be a good idea.
I
Do you see where my
could
plan is going?
potentially see this working. It would just need to be airtight, and everyone would need to be on the same page. And we would have to ensure that it's believable that the Burgomaster really is like tied up and is captured and will be handed over to her. We have to make sure that we are all 100% aware of our roles in this so that it goes seamlessly and we do not risk a slip up. I do
Well-
know that she wants to make the death public, so the odds of her killing him immediately are probably a little lower than they would be, but I would not want him in her hands for very long.
Like I said, we could, if we get her out of her house, or if we like see her face to face, I think we could.
This is all assuming that the Burgomaster will trust us and go along with our plan.
Well, we don't really have much of a choice.
That is fair.
I think this is our
Perhaps.
only option. I think
Okay.
it's our best option,
Mhm.
especially because we can convince him to
Talia, what do you
break
think?
Cloud out. I just like the burn days. Burn.
I know. In my brain, I'm going, set her house on fire.
That could be potentially a backup plan if things don't go well.
So, I'm uncomfortable with the idea of being a bit of a double agent, but we're already there.
We were
So-
already going to be double agents anyway if we did go back to kill the Burgomaster.
Yeah, I think tell the Burgomaster what her plan is and see if we can use. But I want to get rid of him too. I don't like either of them. I don't want to work with either of them.
Like,
Absolutely.
I don't think he's particularly evil.
But
He's just
the
dumb.
important thing to remember and why we're doing this in the first place is because he has Cloud and we want him back. So if we keep remembering that, then what we want
And
to
we also
do
want
is
to pass through this town.
Exactly. We don't want to not be allowed to come back anymore. We don't want Cloud to continue to be held. We want him back, and we want free passage throughout the town. And in order to do that, we have to appease the Burgomaster.
And I agree.
You
And also, I think the lesser of the two evils really just is the Burgomaster. Like,
because he's not evil. He's got a little,
he's a little power hungry.
He wants everyone to smile, and as uncomfortable as that might make me, he probably just wants to make everyone happy. He just doesn't know that his methods are a little creepy.
I think someone should tell him his methods are a little.
Maybe we could put that on our to-do list after we deal with this and be like, can we offer some constructive criticism? Maybe we'll sit down with tea.
I also say like, okay, so is
I do not want you guys to forget that the story we just heard about his son being abusive. There's that.
I mean, is his son alive?
Into its
If he is, I'll kill him.
But also, we have to think about the fact that her daughter is currently locked in a room and thinks she is a cat.
And also she was allowed to get abused, basically.
Yeah.
Her mother basically allowed her to get abused. I think that's bad. I think that's just as bad.
I think that although we may, as a party, this is our first moral dilemma together, it's a big deal. After this, we'll be even closer, spiritually.
Okay, if everybody agrees, I'm going to bed. And I kind of walk up the stairs.
Good night, Orson.
And don't say anything back.
How does Jessica feel about all of this?
I don't even want to ask her because she's just gonna say,
Kill both of them.
Burn everything. Kill both of them. Take over
Kill
the
both of them, yeah.
That's totally fair.
That's totally what would happen.
Honestly, derail the entire campaign.
That's totally fair. I think that the best course of action at this moment is to have some tea, get some rest, sleep on it, and then maybe in the morning, if we still agree, then we can continue with caution and just try. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Do you want any tea? I have some chamomile.
Congrats, the three of you can take a long rest.
You're good.
Cloud, in your room, they didn't really give you any light. There's just what's coming through the window, and so it becomes pretty dark in your room pretty quickly, making it hard to read your lemon-stealing whores book.
I do have dark vision, but...
You do.
But
that just makes it so you can, be as though it were dim. So it's still pretty difficult to read your book.
Okay.
But eventually, sleep overtakes you, and in the morning when you wake up, you feel surprisingly refreshed. A little bit hungry, because you haven't eaten in a while, but you're alone in the room.
Did I get a long rest? Or...
Yes, you do.
Okay. I don't know if I want to do that. Do I get the sense that this room has any kind of sensors that would sense magic?
That's not something I can just tell you.
Okay. Is there a check that I can make, or is that something I just
You can make an Arcana check, maybe.
I mean, theoretically, you could make an Arcana check.
Okay, I'll try it, but if not, it's not that big a deal. 14?
As far as you can tell, there's nothing that can sense magic.
Okay. I guess I will... I kind of want to look around the room. I want to get a feel for if there's just anything else in here that
Sure.
I might have missed.
Let me switch back to your map.
Of course. Oh, because I haven't seen any of the...
As you look around the room, it's it's still pretty empty. There are bars covering the window. There's the one bookshelf that's kind of littered with some books that are in various states of disrepair. There's an end table next to the bed that has a small pitcher of water on it. That's it.
Okay. I kind of want to look just for fun. I'm not gonna do anything with it, but I kind of want to see if there's any like hidden doors, hatches, maybe a slidable bookshelf.
Make an investigation check.
15.
There's nothing that you can see.
Okay. Well, do I know that they're trying to starve me?
No, they haven't said anything about that.
Okay. Okay, I want to go through what I have on my person. What do I have and what do I not have anymore?
They've taken pretty much everything from you. They
Okay.
have it all in a bag somewhere. Especially your weapons and anything else suspicious, like your human head.
If I could have the chance to explain that, I have a great explanation. Anyway.
I'm sure you do.
They're here and there. I'm gonna... Ooh, I don't know if I should cast anything. I, like, feel iffy about it. Am I, like, super hungry?
You're not, like, starved. It's only been, like... You were arrested at around noon. It's not even been 24 hours yet.
Yeah, okay, so I will just, I guess chill in the room still. I don't really have much else to do.
All right.
Oh, I do want to, does the door have, like, a window on it, or is it just a flat, closed door?
It's just a flat door. It's reinforced with iron bands across it.
Can I, like, give a little knock?
Sure. You knock on the door. There's a loud as something hits the door from the outside.
Well, that solves that. Okay. I'll just kind of sit back on the bed, maybe read a little, but I'm kind of anxious.
All right.
That's it for me.
Good morning, rest of the party that isn't imprisoned.
I wake up.
I stretch and I say, "Good morning, Orson. Good morning, Talia."
I wake up.
Good
and
morning.
I get up and
It was not like in the bed, it was by the bed. Like I'm just
I kind of see this and I just like, okay, and I start putting on clothes. And I walk out the door and I head downstairs.
After stretching and once Orson leaves, I change into fresh clothes and brush my hair a little bit. Haven't done that in a while. And then I go back downstairs.
Yeah, I'll also just change and then go downstairs.
Sure. The tavern is pretty empty. It's relatively early in the morning. As the three of you come downstairs, at separate times, Orson, you're able to watch the whole event of Rictavio coming to the bar, buying several wolf steaks and leaving. Jessamine, you catch him as he's walking away from the bar, and Talia, you see him just as he's going out the door.
I buy breakfast. The wolf steak seemed really, really good to me.
All right. So you buy yourself a pretty hearty breakfast. It costs you about 5 silver.
I call after Rictavio as he's leaving. I'm like, hey, I don't know if they've eaten, but can we buy you breakfast?
He turns around with his arms completely full of several wolf steaks.
Never mind, you're good.
I'm quite all right, thank you. And he makes his way out the door.
I ask for hot water and I get out my black tea bag that has caffeine.
He's more than happy to give you the water for free.
Sweet.
I'll also get a wolf steak, I guess. I'm pretty hungry.
All right. You also get yourself a pretty hearty breakfast. Hand over something like 5 silver.
Great.
I forget, do you remember, I feel like last time I asked if there were pastries here, and I feel like there either wasn't or there was something apple. Do you remember?
They don't really have fruit
Okay.
around here. Fruit is pretty rare. They have to have magical seeds to grow grapes.
Right.
But they're able to give you something that's light and fluffy, kind of chewier, kind of like a bread, but almost pastry.
I ask for that.
Sure. It'll run you like 2 silver.
Sure.
Oh, how much was the wolf steak?
I already charged you 5 silver for your whole breakfast.
I'm gonna
Nice.
charge myself for the...
Great. Oh, I didn't take it off of your account, Orson. I just said how much it
Okay.
cost.
5. Got it. Yeah, I just started eating away, kind of silent, mentally preparing myself for probably a big battle to come. I'm done eating, and I kind of like take out my weapons and start readying them.
So, do we have a plan for how exactly we're going to approach the Burgomaster?
I said, hear me out.
Okay,
I've been
okay.
thinking about this.
Like cleaning my weapons right now.
I think what we need to do is go to the Burgomaster, tell him the situation is a little more complicated than we expected, and offer to exchange our information in exchange for help in getting rid of her and possibly getting Cloud back to help us do that deed.
So, just to be
I've
clear,
about her friends, and I don't know about you, but I have a feeling that her plot will take place whether she is alive or not.
that is fair.
And if we bring that to him, he might help us. And then
So, we want to be sure that, or make sure that he knows that we are not trying to like swindle him out of giving us Cloud. We just think that it would definitely help if we had
It would
him.
increase our chances of success if we
Okay, okay, cool.
and I walk
I
up to her.
can lead the conversation. I'm willing. So that would be helpful for everybody, I think.
Jessamine, I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible, but please keep it short.
I can definitely try my best.
And I need you to do better than try your best.
Okay. I will start thinking
what do we talk
now.
about in terms of manners?
Sorry, I don't do manners. I'm very uncharismatic. What do you expect? Like,
I mean, I could definitely try to like practice on the way over.
how about this? If we feel like, not me, if Talia feels like the conversation is kind of going off the rails a little bit, how about you let her take over?
Okay, that's
Okay.
fair. Yeah.
Is that charismatic enough for you, Talia?
It doesn't do with charisma, it just had everything to do with manners.
Manners? I do not have. And you should know that.
I mean, you have some manners.
I ignore that comment and I move on.
So the 3 of you begin your long walk to the Burgomaster's mansion. Again, the streets are pretty empty this morning. It seems that everyone is kind of in a shock after yesterday's events, but they're a little bit more lively than they were last night. There are a couple people walking by. You can see light coming from stores. As you finally approach the Burgomaster's mansion, it looks in the same state of disrepair as earlier.
I knock on the door.
All right. As you do, again, a servant comes and answers the door and invites you in.
Thank you.
Um, please, I'll grab the burgomaster. He will be right with you. Just take a seat.
Thank
And
you.
she leads you to the very familiar parlor that you were in last time. And the burgomaster joins you rather quickly. What news? What do you have to say?
So, we see that the situation has become a little more complicated. We approached with the intention of ridding the town of her, and she tried to give us a counter offer to where if we got rid of you, then she would make sure that we get our friend back. And we were a little alarmed by that. We wanted to relay that information to you. I have a feeling that she is planning an uprising, and we had a little bit of an idea because she sent us away to be like, bring back the burgomaster so I can kill him. So we were thinking that we could pretend that that is what we are doing, and you could bring some guards to kind of like be there, and then really we are getting her, and then we get rid of her, Cloud is returned to us.
You stop talking for a second?
Yeah, that is a lot to process, I understand.
You've just loaded me with a lot.
Ignore the plan
Okay.
part of it. That's still up in the air.
It was just something that we had thought of that.
The thing that we want you to know is that we believe she and whatever group of friends she has are planning an uprising. They want to publicly execute you. And we thought it would probably be best for you to know this. And we thought that if we just take her out then and there, her plans will probably still conspire whether she is alive or not. So we need to, I think, just her.
Thank you for letting me know. I'm not entirely surprised that she would pull something like this. She has been very vocal about her distaste for me and my festivals. But, okay. I don't know if I can trust the lot of you enough to come tied as your prisoner, especially with my life and the good of the town on the line.
What if it just looked like you were?
I'll butt in for a second. I don't know. If we take her down, we need
help.
All hands. So that would mean, if it is okay with you, it would be very helpful for us to have Cloud in order to do that, because I don't think the three of us are capable.
Especially not when she mentioned she had 4 or 5 friends that are with her that agree with her cause.
Go ahead, Talia, make a persuasion check with advantage as you continue.
Recruit.
17. Okay. First roll was better. Got a 17.
All right. As you continue to explain this idea, there's a look of recognition and kind of suspicion for just a second before it passes into like a kind of resignation. He's weighing over his options, and he goes, well, I certainly don't want to put myself at risk like that.
Well, think about it this way.
Feel about an ambush.
If you put yourself on the line,
I think the
townspeople.
Orzen, he was
Excuse
talking.
me, I was not finished.
Sorry.
I think that giving you your friend is reasonable. However, know that I will have at least a dozen guards in the area and a dozen more at each exit. So if you try to flee the town, I will know, and you will not be allowed back. However, if you bring me the head of Fiona Wachter,
Would it make you, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but would it make you feel better to send guards with us to help us, and then
To increase our chances of success, so to speak.
it will increase our chances of success, and it will give you the, what is the word I'm looking for?
It will also help,
It'll assure you.
are you looking to do a full siege of the house, or do you have other plans to take them out?
Well,
We don't know how many of them there are. We think that she said
we've
there.
heard she has a pet devil, and we are unsure of her capabilities, and we just want to make sure that we are successful.
Well, I tell you what, I will send 6 guards with you. They will serve as purely backup.
Mm-hmm.
They will align the perimeter of the house, and they will step in if things get out of hand.
That sounds great. Thank you so much. That's very fair. Very, very fair.
However, I would like to put the lowest risk on the townspeople as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Mind, these guards are still just people who
Mhm.
live in town.
Definitely. Definitely.
well, I think that if things get really out of hand, like if there'll be a last case resort.
Yes.
Her
Dungeon
daughter?
Master question. Sorry.
What was that, Talia?
We found her daughter in a locked room, and she's kind of not well.
Oh, Stella is still alive.
Yeah, and she thinks she's a
assumed that-
cat.
I assumed that Fiona would have killed that poor wench by now.
Dungeon Master question.
She doesn't really care for things that sully her name. Yes.
Was there an herbalist in town?
No. Not that you've seen.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of the best way to go about this, and poison is probably the least like attention bringing, but okay.
Isaac? You hear some soft thudding down the stairs, and then the man with the spined arm opens the door and looks in. Yes. Please bring the prisoner down here. I know that you've had the most interaction with him since he's been here, so we bring him down for his friends.
Hey, DM question.
Yeah?
I'm looking at the Tome of Strahd because I'm just trying to weigh all of our options. It says that if the target is of good alignment, a flaming fissure will open under it. So does it only harm people of good alignment? Is that what that's saying?
Yes, it does.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Isaac turns and leaves the room and goes up to fetch Cloud. Cloud, there is a gruff knock on your door, rather familiar.
Hi, Isaac.
Hello. I'm gonna need you to turn and face the wall again.
Already done.
He unlocks the door, walks up behind you, Cloud, and says, "Now, this is just what I've been told to do. Don't worry about it, you'll be fine." He puts a bag over your head and recuffs your hands.
Oh. Okay. Maybe
You
a little warning next time. But...
He then picks you up over his shoulder and
Cloud likes it a lot.
you're only like 40 pounds, so
yeah,
he
no, I'm very small.
pretty easily.
Still likes it though.
While we're walking, I just want to say, I've done some thinking after our conversation, just like kind of quietly, so like if there's guards, they couldn't really hear. But when we eventually do make our way to find Irina, would you want to come with us?
I'm afraid my duty's here. I've got to watch the town, but I appreciate the offer. Just remember old Izek if you find her.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll make our way back through here once we've retrieved her, saved.
Thank you.
Yes. And then I'm like kind of quiet, just like. Oh, before we left the room, I want to ask this. Hey, can I keep the book that's on the bed? I really like it.
He looks at the title and he goes, "The Lemon Stealing Horse."
My friend, I thought, might really like it too. Is that okay?
I mean, I guess.
Yes! Thank you, Izak.
He has you over one shoulder and the book in the other hand.
Thank you.
He takes you downstairs, sets you down in the parlor with everyone else. And
Guys, I'm assuming you're there.
you still have the bag on your head.
I assume you're there.
Hi,
No,
Cloud.
it's not us at all. It's not us.
Or is it that?
Hi, Cloud. How are
He sets you
you?
down, pulls the bag from your head, and sets the book down next to you. And he goes, "I'll be back with your stuff."
Thank you, Izak.
Hi. Hi.
He walks out of the room and leaves the four of you alone with the burgomaster.
Did they take good care of you? Like, were you given everything you needed? Did they feed you?
No feeding, but Izak was really nice to me, so I'm okay.
Oh.
I brought you that book. Izak said I could keep it.
Oh, what book?
It's
I
called
get really excited and I go and give him a hug, and then I'm like, I'm fine.
What's it called?
Lemon Stealing Whores.
Okay. What's it about?
It's
Lemon
maybe
stealing.
we could talk about it later. I think we have pressing matters to attend. I'm assuming.
I'm leaning against the wall, knowing that
So,
for some reason he's annoyed at me leaning against the wall.
we're in a little bit of a predicament.
I look at Orz and I'm like, Orz, stop it. Yeah.
We're in a little bit of a predicament. So long story short, we went to see Lady Wachter, and she told us to kill the burgomaster, and then she had like a woman that we later found out was her daughter locked up in a room that thought she was a cat, and she was like, "Kitty doesn't know you," and then I had to pretend that was like my Strahd puppet so that Orzin and Talia didn't get in trouble for like sneaking around and stuff. And then we thought about it a lot, and we
Her out and her minions in order to save you.
Okay.
yeah. So
Rat.
yeah, sorry. It's been so long, and like I need to fill you in, you know. But we talked to like the Raven guy, you know, and he was like, "Well, she's crazy." And between like the two of them, I would definitely not like want her. Like they're both not like the best choice, but she's like crazy. Oh, and she has a pet devil.
Oh, hi, buddy.
She
kind of
has a
pushes on my
pet
shoulder.
devil. So like there's things going on, and so we told him because we wanted you back, and we were like, hey, it would just really increase like our chances of success if like you gave us our friend back. And he was like, yeah, I think that makes sense, which that was really cool.
What is the plan?
Yeah, we're going to approach, and we have 6 guards that he's gonna send with us that are just gonna like be there as like a just in case kind of thing. Do you have anything in your herbalism kit that could cause death?
I'm like,
Why?
Because I just don't know how many people are in that house that could potentially fight us back, and I think that maybe like having a toast and then her coincidentally choking is probably a better way to go than just swords.
DM question. Would I have anything that would be toxic?
In an herbalism kit, no.
Rip.
The herbalism kit is used to heal, not to harm.
But I would have the knowledge of something that I could
Yeah,
possibly find.
if you wanted to take the time and like forage a little bit, then theoretically you could pull out some.
Okay. I could find something if that's really the route we wanted to take.
I was just thinking that the least openly violent route would be the best.
Yes.
Hello, I'm still here.
Right.
Yes.
Hi.
I'm so sorry. By the way, I just want to take a second. I apologize for the way that I acted. I thought Lady Wachter was a friend, but obviously that's
It's all
not.
right. It's in the past. Just take care to, especially in volatile situations like yesterday. Um, Listen to what they say, and don't try to teleport. That was quite odd. Never
I'm
seen it.
from the Feywild. We don't have a lot of respect for authority, but I'm working on it.
Feywild.
What?
What is the Feywild?
Oh, it's a realm parallel to this one, that Fey creatures inhabit. I trained there.
I'm not sure if I'm grasping what you mean, but that's all right. Good luck, the four of you. I will send guards to watch over the outside momentarily.
Will they be? Sorry,
We'll
I
get
don't.
them together.
Will they be in full guard uniform? I would say that that might be kind of off-putting for Lady Wachter and alert her that something's up.
I was under the impression that you were attacking the house, essentially.
That's what I thought
Why you
too.
asked for the backup?
Right.
Then why
We
would
just.
why would we
So
poison
this is
her?
my thought. I think that open violence should be a last resort. If we bring too much attention to ourselves immediately, then her friends that she has and her pet devil that she allegedly has will most likely come down on us, and the odds of our success will be much
I
less.
think it's going to be violent
Oh.
anyway. Might as well
Which
just
is my
go.
point. But if we can.
So how about I send my guards to patrol the area? I will inform them of what's going on, and you can call on them if you need, and they'll be there momentarily.
Is there
I
a
do
code
have an
word
idea.
we should be using?
If I had time to forage, I could probably find something, like Jasmine suggested, something of toxic proportion.
How would you get her to eat it?
Well, she does
I have
like.
a special drink that I could make that I've enjoyed for many years, and I could.
Might I cut in for a second? She specifically said, do not come back here unless you have the burgomaster. So she will not let us back in the door unless. So I think our best option, as unfortunate as it is, we need to go in guns ablazing. Do a surprise attack.
Guns blazing? What does that mean?
I have never had that much issue with getting through doors. I mean, it's not that hard.
So
You know.
that's just my 2 cents. Just knock them out.
But what if we potentially.
We could stage
Won't
an
let us
ambush.
What if we-
If I came back alone, I could say that I don't mean this by any way, but I could say that I'm fed up. I broke out of prison and I need asylum. And as soon as I see any of the inside, I could poof in and call for you, and we could ambush the house.
We could also potentially say that we want to get more for her uprising before we take out the burgomaster, so that there is a plan in place in order to have the election and replace the leadership.
As soon as she sees me, Jasmine, she's gonna know that we made some kind of deal with the burgomaster. I'm assuming you told her that I was in jail.
Yeah.
So
I think
I don't really think that's
simple as
an
possible.
option
Let's
if
just
I'm
do
with
it.
you.
Holly, don't you have a spell that makes you look like someone else?
Yeah, I do.
Why don't we do that
Now,
instead?
hold on a minute.
Wait a second.
So you could be the burgomaster.
Hold on
I
a
still-
minute.
I do have to say that I couldn't be there if we wanted it to work.
Jessamine, can you stealth Cloud? And he can Misty Step if he needs to get into the house.
Yeah, I can do my
But then it would take his Misty. It would take his
Talia, could you make me look like you, and then could you make me look like the burgomaster?
That would be better.
I think it says you assume a different form, and it's alter self. So I think I can.
Alter
I
self
think-
affects you.
I think Jessamine should stealth Cloud, and he should just walk in. If he Misty Step, then his stealth would go away.
Oh, ideas are forming.
I can make you invisible.
if she asks where Talia you are, say that the burgomaster requested you to stay behind to get more
No,
information
because the
about needs or
burgomaster is
something
with
like that.
us.
We could say that I was captured along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I feel like this is probably a good stopping place once we have our plan, right?
I
Or
mean,
are we going
How long
till
is it gonna
I
take?
mean, it could be, but it has only been 2.5 hours.
yeah, we
I know,
could.
Sam was just yelling at me.
Oh,
Yeah, but we can keep going. It's okay.
we could
They're
take
just
a break. I mean, what do they need?
You just want me to eat.
Why don't we just take a break and you go
No,
eat,
no,
and
no.
then yeah, and then after our break, then we'll go with the plan.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
So we are going to take a break, everybody, and we will be back.
Are we
15
back at-
minutes.
I could just grab the food and go back down. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
So, like-
We'll take like 5 to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Be back soon. We are live.
Hello.
Okay.
Welcome back. So, you have your brief discussion with the Burgomaster and you come to an agreement. You grab your bag, Cloud. You have everything that you would need. And you all make your way down the street toward the Wachter house. It's an uneventful walk, takes you probably 10 minutes. And
Am I still foraging, or is that not happening?
I was kind of shot down with the non-violent way of killing her, so.
I think there's validity into not wanting that, but I think there's so many variables and so many of us could get caught. I don't want it to just be Talia and I in there without you two or any of the guards.
There is, if you want to go the non-violent route, what we could do is like...
I'm all for me convincing that I hate the Burgomaster, I escaped prison, I stole my stuff back, and I'm here to help.
I think it's just better that he stealths.
I think it's just better that you're invisible and Talia pretends to be the Burgomaster.
Okay, and then we try to get inside.
And then if it doesn't work, then...
What is our plan for killing her? Are we going to do the poison thing, or are we just going to...
Well, I think that if we're figured out, then obviously we're going to need to just go straight for weapons. But...
I could also hold her hostage if I get behind her.
And Orzin has his Curse of Binding, too.
Yeah.
Like, if we... The plan is to not be obvious that that is what we're doing, so that she invites us in, and so that there's not as many people around ready to fight back. Then...
But if Talia goes in disguised, I'm going in after her. I have to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I think
And you're gonna leave an hour to do all of this.
I think I'm going to take a second to... Well, we're like kind of in the middle of the city. Is there any... No. There's we would have to take like an hour to just like get our stuff together. Me take a second to go look for something that I could use, and then go, not go right now.
Mm-hmm.
If we wanted to try poisoning, but if not, then we can just try to get inside and then capture her, hold her hostage, question her, bring her to the Burgomaster. And we don't have to kill her if she comes. And if we have to face a devil, we have to face a devil.
Yeah,
but...
if we manage to, like, get her binded, then we don't necessarily have to kill her right then. But if it comes to it and she's attacking back and she's got her devil, then we just gotta do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a good plan. I think we should just go now.
Okay.
Try to grab a hold of her, bring her to the Burgomaster. If it doesn't work...
Okay.
And that's the best we can do.
Yeah. So... when we are about, like, I'd say 5 minutes out before we get to the house, if we could find either a tree or something to go behind to do the transformations.
Not in eye...
That's
like,
not an eye view.
What
eye line. Yeah.
What if people are watching us leave the house?
That's always a possibility.
But if that happens, then we deal with it.
But if they see me, I'll be ready for it.
Yeah. So, yeah, we go out of eyesight, and...
You could gag me so I don't have to worry about deception. That would be great.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah,
let's
we
do
would
that.
tie you up. But
And-
I would tie you up, like, kind of almost loose so you could possibly get out if you needed to.
Yeah.
But still where you're, like, restrained.
But
If that makes sense.
cast your spell before we gag you so that you don't have to worry about the verbal component.
Yeah.
And I cast invisibility on Cloud.
Great.
Okay, I'll go ahead and cast...
So you cast your spells and get ready and make your way over to the Wachter house. And
Stuff is really just polyjuice potion.
Yeah, and we have a loose knot, like something that could be easily gotten out of, but behind her back, and she's gagged, but she looks like the Burgomaster.
great. You make your way to the Wachter house, and as you walk towards the door, it looks just run down and abandoned as before.
Oh. Are you sure this is the place? I whisper.
Yes. Shh. I knock on the door.
The eye slot opens.
Orzen, if you could.
Oh. Yeah,
I
and
get
like,
right
just
next to
lift
the
her up.
door so I could slip in right after anyone who's entering.
So he holds me up to the to eyesight, and I'm like, "Hi, we're back. Could you tell Lady Wachter that we took care of the little problem she was having?" And I like lean out
And
of the way.
I just move her.
I see. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Thank
and
you.
Okay, let's set her down.
doesn't even bother to close the eye hole. Runs off to grab Lady Wachter.
Okay, I fist bump Orzen. I'm like, "All right,
Is the door locked?
Yes.
just wait a second. Just wait."
After a few minutes, the servant comes back, and you hear the as the door unlocks, and it swings open, and you see Lady Wachter standing with a glass of wine next to the stairs. The door to that little chamber is open. She takes a sip and goes, "Well, well, Vargas. I see that you've finally been taken care of." She takes a sip and she looks over to the servant and nods. The servant opens one of the doors in the entryway, grabs something from it, comes out, closes the door, and throws a bag over Talia's head,
Okay.
ties it tight around her neck. The servant goes, "Please, if you would, just follow me."
Thank
to the
you.
burgomaster.
Really quick, we would have told the guards to wait just beyond
Like out of eyesight.
eyesight, kind of
Yes.
semi-hiding, and we would alert them with loud shouts if we needed them.
Yep.
Just so we remember that.
So the servant takes Talia, disguised as Lady Wachter, or as the burgomaster, up the stairs.
Alone? Are we allowed in?
Yes, alone.
But they invited us
Are
in,
you
though.
following me, Cloud?
They invited us in, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to try to stealthily follow behind.
All right. So the servant and Talia make their way up the stairs, and they stop next to the top of the stairs. Cloud, I'm gonna need you to make a stealth roll for going up.
But
With
with advantage, because he's invisible.
Yep.
Okay. Natural 19 for 23.
All right. You follow in her footsteps so that any creaking is pretty easily masked as just the burgomaster walking behind her. The maid comes to the large set of double doors, and the key from her tunic opens the door and quickly ushers the burgomaster inside, and goes to close the door behind her.
I'm going to press myself against the wall right beside the door and stay there.
Like, on the outside or the inside?
Outside. I'm not going in with
All right.
Talia. Because I don't think it would be wise to have... There's no, like, window in the door, right?
No.
Okay, so then I'm going to press myself on the side.
All right. So she closes, and you hear the door lock again as she's brought inside.
That's not ideal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since you're pressed up against the door, your passive perception is high enough. You hear a very gentle scraping, and then the scraping again, before the maid walks back out, unlocks the door, opens it, closes, locks the door, and walks back down the stairs, brushing right past you.
We gotta get that key.
Was that the scraping was from inside the room?
Yes.
Oh, God. I'm just going to stay there for right now.
All right. As you are stealthing your way around, the Lady Wachter looks down at Jessamine and Orson. Well, congratulations, you two. Now, where's your third friend?
Oh, she's back at the tavern. She wasn't feeling well.
I see. Taking care of the other short one?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm very glad that this arrangement of ours has come to its fruitful end. Please come with me.
I follow.
I follow.
She leads both of you back into the dining room.
Okay.
And in the dining room, she leads you up to where the little couches and fireplace are. This is like an entertaining parlor when you're not eating dinner. On the table sits a pitcher full of wine and a couple empty glasses that you can have. She's already carrying hers. And there's a small iron chest on the table as well. So I assume that the two of you would like your payment. I'm very glad that you were able to do this quickly. It's not very often people as capable as yourselves.
No wine for me, thank you. I'll just stick with tea.
Oh.
Yeah, it's about midday, right?
About.
Yeah. I'm not one for a midday drink. I like to drink at night. So.
Do you want some tea, Orson?
No thanks.
Okay, suit yourself.
Well, that's quite all right. In the chest here, you will find your payment. I hope you find it adequate.
I kind of open it up to see how much there is inside.
Inside, while you're not counting, there is a pouch, but then beneath the pouch are many coins made of electrum. Probably about 180 electrum coins.
Okay.
And stamped on each of them is a profile of Strahd von Zerlogen.
Do we know if that's official currency? I'm not there.
It is official currency.
Okay.
In the pouch is about 75 gold coins and 2 very large polished gemstones worth about 50 gold each.
And he's looking into it, right? Or can I see it as well from where I am?
You can see it as well. It's sitting on the table in the middle.
I'm not gonna add it to my inventory. I'm not gonna add the pieces, the currency to my inventory, but I'll add the chest to my inventory. How about that?
Sounds good.
I
have
wrote all the currency down just so you guys know.
Okay, that'd be nice because I don't want to divide that up right now. I close the chest and I kind of make eye contact with her and nod, and I put the chest in my pouch.
All right.
I would like to do something that may be considered controversial.
Yes!
Just do it.
Let's do it.
I'm going to cast sleep at 3rd level.
Yes!
All right.
So I get to roll, so usually I get to roll 5d8, but since it's at 3rd level, I get to roll an additional 2.
Ooh,
Right.
that's
Sounds
a
good.
lot.
Okay.
Spencer, DM question. Does Primeval Awareness count as like a spell?
In the fact that it takes a spell slot to cast, yes.
So it would break my invisibility.
Oh,
That's what I was asking.
maybe. Let me take a look at it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
32?
32 hit points?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, because it takes an action, so it would break your invisibility.
Oh no, I don't think it's enough.
So, as you sit there on the couch, looking in over Orson's shoulder, you reach into your little pouch and you pull out a little pinch of sand that you sprinkle on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And you just whisper out, "Sleep." And as you do, I closed her stats. I have to pull them back up. As you do, Lady Wachter, very slowly, her eyes close and she slouches back, her wine glass clattering to the floor.
Oh, catch it.
Okay.
Too late. I'm too far.
Has already fallen.
Yeah, it's already
Made a relatively loud clank on the floor.
Do I see anyone who's going into that room?
You're upstairs. So
Oh,
Do
am I
we-
like upstairs, or am I just like at the top of the stairs?
you're like upstairs. You said that you had pressed yourself against the wall.
Okay. Yeah, then I don't see it.
Okay. I turn to Orson and I'm like, okay, well, what do we do? Should we just bind her and then try to get out of here?
We have to. Do we keep talking up there?
I mean, no, but
Right now.
the maid has the key. We saw her take her. So what should we do? Is there a bag anywhere?
I take out my hempen rope and I start tying. At this point, I tell Jasmine like watch the door,
Mhm.
and we're gonna have to find that maid. We're gonna have to find that maid with the key.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You guys know that Talia has thieves' tools that she could potentially.
But can
try.
she from the inside?
As you start to tie her, if you'd like, you can check her body for stuff.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I'll check her body.
I'm keeping watch.
Yeah. I'm gonna check her for.
She has a similar looking key hanging around her neck.
Okay. So.
You also find she has two rings. One is on her left hand's ring finger, it looked to be a traditional wedding band, and on the other hand, on her pointer finger, there is a thick band with 3 gemstones on it.
I'm gonna take both rings.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
Shit.
Because I have a feeling
I
that
turn back.
one.
I turn back to
discovered-
Orson and I say, make sure you don't hurt her when you're tying,
Yeah.
because if you do, she
Yeah.
will wake up.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
tie. I'm gonna tie it, and
If you just mark that you have the 2 rings in your inventory.
yeah, I did. I see the key, and I snap it from her neck and I toss it towards Jasmine. I'm like, I'll keep her here. You go unlock the door where Talia is, and we're gonna get out of here.
Okay. I use my once a day channel divinity for Twilight Sanctuary, which gives me a sphere of like twilight that makes it harder to see me. Where do I mark when I did that? Oh, I could do it twice now. I guess it's my level. And so, I mean, it doesn't say explicitly that I have a bonus, but it's dim light, and so it's way harder to see me.
Yeah.
So, what would...
it has a 30-foot radius.
Yeah.
So encompasses
Probably the whole house.
not the whole house, but a lot of it.
Okay.
It's
Jesus Christ.
like all of a sudden everything around you goes dark, and
Okay.
Orson, it becomes pretty
Yeah, I'm
hard
like,
to high up
yeah,
these
I can't see.
because
I
it's
can't
dim.
see.
Do I see it upstairs?
Yes, because it would extend to 30 feet above her as well. It's a sphere.
But, Cloud, you'd probably know that I can do that.
No, yeah, I definitely would know that it's you.
Yeah. And then well, first I have 1d8 temp HP. So I have 4 temp HP in case I get hurt.
Do we all get that?
Good.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess since you're in the sphere. Yeah.
I mean, can't hurt.
Yeah. And I start moving up the stairs towards where I saw them take her.
The moment I see her, I whisper, Jasmine,
Yeah, what's up?
do you have some way to get her out?
I have a key. And I put Lady Walker to sleep.
Also, I want to add, I'm reading the description of this spell. I can change my appearance at any time during the duration.
Ooh,
Like,
you can make
ooh.
yourself look like someone
I
else.
can become her.
That is awesome. Oh my god.
We have to get her out now.
Okay, I try the key.
All right. The key opens the door.
Oh, thank god.
Presumably, this is the master key
Okay.
to the house.
Okay, I put it back in my pocket. I keep it.
All right.
Okay.
So
Talia. Talia.
you come into a room and you don't see any Talia.
Shit.
What you do see is several cats.
Whoa.
The room is just crawling with cats. There are bookshelves that hug the walls, but most of them are pretty barren. Other furnishings in here include a desk.
I can talk to them. I have an idea.
What if it's a magic room?
There's a table, and there is a wine cabinet over here.
The wine cabinet, it has to lead down to a cellar or something.
The room is pretty irregularly shaped, and none of its angles seem quite right, though the shifting of the house has kind of set the whole room on edge.
Kitties?
Well, hold on. Do they seem... I mean, I don't know if I could make a religion check. Like, do they seem undead to me in any way? Or just like...
When you look at them, they all look like normal cats. However, both of you notice, because your passive perception is high enough, one of the cats has a little key hanging around his neck.
I go to pick up that cat.
Don't pick him up. You could upset it.
As you pick up the cat, it... And... does a 17 hit?
Fuck.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Never just pick up a cat.
You take 3 slashing damage.
And you're no longer invisible. You're no longer invisible. I lean down and I let it sniff my hand first. And
I take the key off.
I try to pet it.
As it slashes me, I just yank the key off its neck.
Make an acrobatics check for that.
26.
Sure, you grab the key.
Do I need to make animal handling to see if it lets me pet it?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Hee hee, 17.
Yeah. As you like crouch down and let the cat sniff at you for a while, it slowly builds up enough confidence to let you pet it once or twice before running to join the other cats.
I'm gonna ask all the cats in the room, where is the secret entrance? I know there's one here.
Shit, right? You can talk to them. Most of them pay you no mind.
Don't snap. Don't be rude.
The one that had the key on its neck turns to you. And I'm trying to remember how they speak to you.
It's through like little movements and like subtle.
Yeah.
It's not like fully.
One of them transmits the feeling of anger at you. The one that's slashed at you.
You know what? Hey, buddy, I'm really sorry. I'm just trying to find my friend. Do you have any idea where she could be?
Make a persuasion check.
Does my petting help calm it down?
21.
Ooh.
A little bit. However, I'd like to point out the book says that all of these cats are like super ornery and will attack anyone who gets close to them.
Okay.
21 for my persuasion.
Sure. The cat gestures over, like looks over towards the side of the room that has the table in it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Let's go.
We go over there.
Carefully.
As you walk over, you see that there's the wine cabinet over here. It's full of fine-looking wine glasses. Like there's very fine glassware in here.
We also closed the door when we came in.
As well as jars of ink, some rolls of parchment, wax candles, and a seal to press in wax. There's also one bookshelf. It's mostly empty.
Can I just like glance at the books to see if anything catches my eye?
Sure. Glance over at the bookshelf. And if you give me just 1 second so I can flip to the right page.
Oh god, guys.
As you look through the bookshelf, you're able to find there's a couple books that are guides to fine wines. There's a bestiary full of strange creatures that neither of you have ever seen before.
I take that one.
The biography of a familiar sounding name. It says on the spine that it's the biography of one King Barov.
Oh. I take that one too. I take both the bestiary and that one.
All right.
Shit. Okay. And then after we do that, we take the key and we look.
Try to find a keyhole.
Yeah.
All right. Roll investigation, both of you.
Do you want to?
You can roll it independently, or one of you with advantage.
If I do it with advantage, you probably have -1, right?
I'm not good with investigation.
Okay, I have +1 for my investigation, so I'll roll at advantage. Okay, not bad. 13.
While you don't find anything for a key, you do notice that the far end of the bookshelf, where it attaches to the wall, there are hinges.
Hmm.
Can I try to pull the bookshelf towards us?
Sure. Roll for athletics.
Okay.
Can I help him?
Hey, at least it's not just straight strength.
Okay. So I'm helping.
12.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're helping?
Yeah.
Still 12.
All right. The bookshelf kind of goes and budges ever so slightly.
Can we
keep
fit
trying?
inside? Or do we need to? Is the
You're
opening
both pretty small. There's probably like that much room.
like
to
if
sneak.
we did like the skinny shimmy where you like go with your side? Like could we?
You can try to do the skinny shimmy.
Okay. What do I do to check for skinny shimmy?
I'd say acrobatics.
Okay.
Like,
Skinty shimmy.
Oh my god, it's so
Also,
good that I'm
while-
lucky. Jesus. What
I
did,
want to use primeval awareness.
what did I do to my
Alright.
dice? So 12, but one of them was a nat 1, and I'm just lucky that I'm lucky. I don't know what the heck is happening.
you get stuck part of the way through, and
Mhm.
Cloud has to pull it out like another inch or two.
Okay.
But you make it into the room.
Okay.
I got an unnatural 20, so.
You cast primeval awareness. You don't catch anything.
Okay.
Nothing?
So those cats are not demons.
The cats are just cats.
Just cats. She's just a cat lady. Respect.
I don't feel any presence of a devil.
You don't know if there's a devil because that spell doesn't detect them.
Well, fiends.
Fiends and devils are different.
So
I
maybe
thought-
I don't know, but from what I can sense, there's nothing.
Hang on just 1 second.
Yeah. We got this. We're gonna get you out, Talia. You're fine.
Yeah, don't worry. We everything is
I
under.
heard scratching. Like what?
Oh yeah, that's the daughter that thinks she's a cat. I didn't tell you about that.
That's super weird.
Sorry.
This place is weird. We need to get Talia and get out of here.
Yeah.
Tell Orson that he should probably try to. Oh, we can't. He doesn't know because we're gone.
Yeah. Also, I forgot to give him my blessing that lets him see in the dark, so I hope he's doing okay right now.
Okay, you detect one fiend.
Okay.
Okay.
I do detect a fiend.
Well,
so
we
should-
did know that she had a pet devil, but at least you don't detect more than one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
So what do we see when we get into this room?
Yeah.
You come into the room. Ba-ba-da, let me reveal it. And you find Talia.
Talia.
Still looking like the
And
Burgomaster.
she probably can't see.
Bag over her head. You find a dusty 10 square foot room with a curtained window and shelves lining the 3 walls.
Okay.
On the bottom shelf rests an iron chest and the other shelves are completely bare.
Talia, are you okay? It's Jessamine.
Yeah, are you okay?
Oh, right. Sorry. I moved to take off the bag.
We untie her and take off the bag.
Yeah. Was she chained? Or was
No,
it rope?
it was-
Okay.
It was rope.
Okay. Yeah, we moved to undo her, what she's got going on.
We gotta get out of here. Do you want to?
I put the Lady Walker to sleep, but Orson is alone with her right now, so we should probably go help him. Okay, maybe we should check out the chest. Oh, by the way, our payment?
I can turn myself into her. Should we take the bag and like?
I can't hear you, Talia.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to do a whisper thing.
Saying, talking to the party. I can turn myself into her now.
Okay.
And then we can tie her up and put the bag around her and then
My God, you're so smart. Wow.
Do
Okay.
we want to check the chest that's in here, or should we leave
Let's
it?
do it. Let's do it. Is it locked? Because we got a key. Is
Try
it
the key.
locked?
It is locked, yes.
Does the key that was around the cat's neck unlock it?
It does work.
Oh my God. I open it.
oh
As you turn the key, you hear a soft
Oh
As-
no.
as you open it up, and you see in the lid, it disarmed a poisoned needle trap.
Imagine if you lockpicked it. Uh-oh.
Oh God.
Inside, there is an ornately carved wooden pipe. There are 5 scrolls, each of which describes a deed of land that was gifted to the first of the Wachter family by
Okay, we can sell it!
Holy crap. Okay.
Wait, what?
We can sell it for
There's a small leather pouch that contains a whole bunch of pages, the first of which describes, it's titled The Devil You Know, and it's penned by Lady Fiona Wachter.
Oh my God.
sideshow.
Then another small pouch wrapped in a black leather this time instead of a brown leather. This one is called The Grimoire of the Four Quarters.
With a grimoire?
Um,
Oh.
it says on the bottom that it was penned by a man named Devostas. And then
Grimoires are magic books, by the way.
the final item in the chest is a very old letter to one Lady Lavina Wachter from one Lord Vasily von Holtz.
Okay.
Vasily, the letter describes how Vasily is very grateful for her hospitality and loyalty throughout the years.
Okay. Can we fit? Oh wait. Okay. Does alter
Bible.
self alter? Does it make it look like you don't have your belongings as well? Like disguise self kind of does.
I can fit some stuff in my bag, I'm sure.
Yeah, but she had a bag of holding. That's why I'm asking.
Oh.
Like, would they have taken that from you if they saw it?
I don't think so. You guys were the ones that tied me up.
That's true,
So
that's
one of
true.
We have taken it from me already.
Does she still have it?
I believe so. Plus, I'm fairly certain that Alter Self, since it's a second level spell instead of like Disguise Self,
It does a better job than disguise self.
it does a better job. It says that you can decide your height and weight, and it
Okay,
would
Wow.
as well.
Awesome.
So I would imagine that you can make a bag. look
Great.
just
I
right.
ask her if we could use her bag of holding for all of this.
Yeah, I give it. I hand
Okay.
it to her.
Great.
You're just gonna stuff the whole chest in there?
I mean,
Oh, are we taking the whole chest or just the
can
stuff
we just
inside?
put the stuff inside in there?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, we do that.
So I'll just mark that you have that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote it all down.
Look at it later.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Fuck out of here.
I use Eyes of Night on Talia so that she can see. I could do that twice per long rest.
All right.
So that she's not blind. And I start to make my way back to where we left Orzen and Lady Walker.
I change my appearance to look like Lady Walker, so we're less suspicious.
Okay.
And it changes my voice too, so.
That's awesome.
Oh.
So we make our way back to Orzen.
As you make your way out back onto the little balcony where the stairs are, a young man, thickly bearded, is standing across the balcony. She spies Talia, looking like Lady Walker, and says, "More members for your book club, Mom."
Well, of course. Never have too many.
Interesting. It's not what you said last week.
Well, I changed my mind. These people are special.
We kind of just like, we're
True.
special.
Can you roll deception?
Had an advantage because I said we're special.
I mean, she does look and sound like her. There should be
Yes.
maybe some advantage involved.
Had advantage?
Oh no.
I feel like there should be some advantage involved because she looks and
But
sounds
not
just like
advantage.
her.
Does
Yeah,
it
discussion.
your voice as well?
It alters my voice. It changes
Okay, then I would give you advantage.
Okay.
See if that helps.
Please.
15.
Okay.
Than before.
He leans against the wall and folds his arms, and he goes, "Yeah, all right. Whatever. It's not my business anyway." And he turns and he walks back towards the door and goes back into presumably a bedroom.
That could have been bad. Okay, let's go. And I start going down the stairs back to where we left Orson.
Okay, and are we still? I carried the bag so we can kind of tie her up too. And
Yeah, yeah.
Sure. You make your way back down. It's pretty easy to get back down. You aren't interrupted anymore.
Okay.
You find Orson sitting down on the couch next to an unconscious Lady Walker.
Took you guys long enough.
We found Talia. She looks like Lady Walker now.
I can see that.
And do you put the bag on her head? You have the
Yes.
bag, right? Okay.
Let's get out of here. We should go.
Yeah, and we still
I like
in the
holding.
twilight. We I hold out my hand so Orson can see. Even though I definitely can cast Eyes of Night again, but it's okay. I want him to hold my hand.
He doesn't need to know that.
Yeah, he doesn't need to know that. And then I start making my way towards the door. Wait, Orson's the strongest one, right? Can he carry Lady Walker?
I don't think I'm the strongest one in terms of like strength modifier, but I think
I think he could probably carry
Yeah.
her.
Because
Yeah,
I have a
I-
+0 to strength.
Orson and Jessamine are the strongest, actually.
Oh,
The
no.
same modifier of
Wait, +0. Wait, are you kidding?
Orson, your score is 1 higher than Jessamine's.
That's so,
So,
funny.
wow.
And then Talia and Cloud both have -1.
So I'm holding
don't
his
need
hand and I'm just trying to help
I can
with
carry.
the
I can
other.
carry. I can carry.
Okay.
Great. So you make your way out of the building, and as you do, a servant comes out from the kitchen and kind of looks at you quizzically, but he doesn't question anything.
I wink at her. I wink and then we leave.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh my god.
So you walk out into the street
Holy fuck.
with Lady Walker in tow.
Wait. I suggest to Talia that maybe she should change her appearance again. Before we get like into the public.
Yeah, we get away from the building and then change again and then continue.
Yeah,
on.
I'm like, who
Should I
should you
change
look like
myself to
now?
look like one of the guards now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, you can.
Do it.
You turn yourself into a guard.
Once
And-
we're far enough away from the house to where they couldn't see me if they were looking.
Yes. You turn yourself into a guard and you walk down the street. Y'all just walk down into towards the Burgmaster's mansion.
Yeah, we go back
We
to the
got
Burgermaster.
we got so lucky.
Holy crap.
Okay. Well, we're not done yet.
As you walk down the street, you hear a very gentle
From where?
from behind you.
I don't turn around. I keep walking.
I look.
Cloud, you turn around and you don't see anything.
Oh, is it a raven?
It was not a raven.
Okay.
It did not sound like a raven.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep walking.
We keep going.
And I ended the twilight around us so that
All right.
yeah.
Cloud does a. Oh shit! 21. Does a 21 hit?
Yes,
Oh,
it
fuck.
did.
You take. You feel something clamp down on the back of your ankle. And you take 4 piercing damage.
Is it like a bear trap? What the heck?
No. As something clamps down on you,
Oh my
you look
God.
down and there's something that resembles a rat, but instead of covered in fur, there are spots of it that are just fleshy
Pet
and red,
demon.
like swelling.
I grab it and pick it up.
Pet devil, I mean.
Before you grab it, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god.
12.
All right, you just barely pass. You need to take half damage.
It wasn't against magic, was? Oh, I wouldn't have.
No, it was not.
It was poison.
it was
probably.
against- It was against poison. You take
That's
7
nasty.
points of poison damage after
You would have
you
taken.
sink into your ankle.
You would have
Ow!
taken 14 points of poison damage.
Shit.
I grab it and pick it up and hold it by the scruff, and I'm like, what the heck is this?
I cast Sacred Flame on it.
Right.
He's gonna burn his hand, dude.
I say drop it, and then I cast Sacred Flame.
All right, go for it.
Dex saving throw.
All right.
Can I?
It's also doesn't it have
does that?
disadvantage though?
Can I just
It's not-
backhand it after? He does Sacred Flame, and I just go boom.
What does it need to roll, Jessamine?
13.
All right. Where are its saving throws? Well, it rolled a 15,
Okay.
so it is able to like weasel out of the way as it falls to the ground.
Can I backhand it?
Guiding bolt.
Oh fuck!
You really want to kill this thing? Shit.
Before you're able to cast Guiding Bolt, it morphs into a small demon-like creature that hisses at you. It's gonna jump at you, Jessamine.
Okay.
Can I backhand it? Is that?
As a reaction,
Can I backhand it?
As it's leaving your range, yes, you can.
can I do a reaction?
Roll to hit? Question.
This is just an unarmed strike. It's not gonna do any
Yeah.
damage, but it's a 17 to hit. I'm just trying to like knock it away.
Oh yeah, as you backhand it, it does connect, but it doesn't really do anything.
Fair enough.
Your unarmed strikes do 0 damage.
I was just trying to mostly like push it away, like slap
Can
it away.
I use my reaction when it attacks?
Or to do.
Right.
I'm gonna take out my falchion. I'm gonna cut my hand, and I'm gonna use the blood curse of the eyeless. And when a
Alright.
creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, you can use your reaction to roll 1 Humancraft die and subtract the number of roll.
All right.
Wow.
My Humancraft die is a d6. And I'm gonna amplify it, so it has to. I curse the creature's attack rolls until the end of the turn. 6 max.
All right. Well, it rolled a nat 19, so it gets lowered to 13. And
Does
it has
not hit.
to hit,
Oh.
so 18.
Rip.
Wait,
Yeah, that hits.
that's pretty. Wait,
Yep.
why did they get an extra? Why did they get an extra 5?
Because
points?
it's plus
It
5
has
to
plus
hit.
5 to hit. It rolled a nat 19.
So you just took away its bonus, basically.
Crazy. Oh, that's a blood
It's gonna bite at you as well, Jessamine, because you're the one who attacked it.
Mm-hmm.
And it deals 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
And make a Constitution saving throw.
14.
Yep, you pass. So you. Oh, bad rolls. All right. You take 4 poison damage.
Okay.
Since this has lasted longer than I thought it would, how about we roll initiative to work?
Yeah.
Oh, that is such a bad one.
That is such a bad roll.
All right.
That's a pretty okay roll. I got a 19.
25 to 20. 15 to 20.
19. I'm surprised.
10 to 15.
Jesus Christ! What?
5 to 10.
7.
4.
Oh my god, Jasmine, we're
Oh my
doing
god.
All right.
At least like, it's not that bad.
Orson.
When we all get really low initiative, it doesn't really. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Orson.
Okay. Can I use a free action to determine what kind of creature this is?
Well, it's a.
Is it a
It's her pet devil.
Yeah.
I think
so? Well, is it a fiend? Is it an aberration?
It's probably a fiend.
Okay.
That's what Cloud was detecting earlier.
It has to be.
Hold on. Okay.
36 already.
Okay. I'm gonna use my last pact here to cast
Alright.
protection from good and evil and good, and I'm gonna cast it on Cloud.
All right.
So every time the fiend attacks him, it's gonna get disadvantage on his attack rolls.
Whoa.
Great.
Cloud.
He can also not be charmed, fear, or possessed by them, but I don't think it really matters here.
It was
I
trying
understand.
to attack me, but that's nice of you. Just kidding.
Um,
So, that's your turn, isn't it?
I think I have a bonus action still. Now I'm gonna imbue my Falchion with the Crimson Right. So, decent turn.
All right.
1 damage. Let's go. Okay. And wait, I don't have my temp HP anymore, do I?
No.
Okay, so I'll just subtract it from my actual turn.
Yeah.
The creature mutters something in a language that you can't understand, any of you, and lunges out at Jessamine again.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and
As it
didn't protect
as it
me.
does, it kind of morphs into a weirdly feathered creature. It still kind of looks like a demon, and it's pulsing red and all disgusting as it looks at you. It's gonna make a bite at you again. Fuck, I keep rolling nat 19s with this die.
That's rude.
So 24.
Mm-hmm.
You take 2 piercing damage
Okay.
and make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. Non-natural 20.
Great. You succeed. You take 6 poison damage.
Holy crap!
It latches onto your forearm, and just like you can feel the poison pumping through its teeth into your skin.
Excellent. Delicious.
However, it is your turn.
Okay. You can say no, but hypothetically, if something is close enough to me to aim better, could I get a kind of bonus on a ranged spell attack?
Technically, ranged attacks have disadvantage within 5 feet.
Okay. Then I will let's see. I'm gonna do Toll of the Dead. So
All right.
it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Great. And it fails. It
Okay.
rolled a nat 4.
Is it missing any hit points at all?
Not yet.
Okay.
No.
That's just 4 damage then.
All right.
It is enough for it to let go?
Yes, as you point at it, it's super close to you, and you have to point at it for the spell. So you're just kind of like, the bell gongs and it writhes in pain and
Cool.
falls to the ground and is now prone.
Alright.
I will also add, it cries out, in common this time, fuck! Fuck!
Good. Excellent.
Cloud, it is your turn.
I'm doing my full 3 attacks with Dreadful Strikes.
Right.
He's ready. He's been ready since he got out of the shell.
And do I have advantage on each strike because it's prone?
Because it's prone, yep.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm so ready. First attack. 12.
A 12 does hit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. It does not hit. I read the wrong thing.
No worries.
Alright,
Second attack. Okay. 16.
That hits.
And third attack. 24.
That hits.
Cool. So, whip, CX, or CX, whip, CX with Dreadful Strikes. Huh. Okay. Oh, one missed though, so I'm dumb. Anyway, so that's 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 14, 17 damage.
Not bad.
As you bring the whip down on top of this small demon creature, it wraps around it, and the creature just explodes.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, fuck.
A small bit of, like, weird bloody dust that falls out apart onto the street.
I want to take some of it.
Sure.
Why? What?
As it explodes, the Lady Wachter kind of cries out in pain, starts to struggle against her binds.
Can you
Should I cast it again?
Can I
I-
try to hit her with a blunt end of my sword to knock her out?
I don't know if it would knock her out, but you can do that.
I asked them if I should just cast sleep again.
Yes, please cast this.
And then
please
not
cast
whack her.
this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast sleep as a third level spell again, so that I get
Oh my god.
78. Oh, all right, 8.
It was probably her familiar or something.
That is 32 again, actually.
Yep. She cries out in pain and like writhes around against her binds for a little bit before quickly falling asleep.
I take all the dust that I can gather and I put it in a little pouch.
I hate that. I hate all of that.
Ew.
I swing that
Go
over.
ahead and add pouch full of imp dust
Ew.
to
Haha, I knew it was an
your
ear.
inventory.
Gross.
I swing her over my shoulder and I keep walking. I still have my sword out, by the way.
It wasn't a familiar because it would not have left. I know enough about fey creatures to know that familiars poof and don't leave anything behind when they die.
I'm gonna keep my sword out though, just in case.
Sure. You walk down the street, and it's pretty uneventful for the rest of your way. The guards that were sent to back you up are kind of curious at why you are marching down the street with an unconscious woman and weapons drawn, but they know what you were sent there to do, so they're not going to question you too much.
Thank God.
You make your way back to the Burgomaster's mansion, and
Oh wait, Orzen took the chest of our golden stuff. Did we take
Yes,
that?
you did.
Okay,
I
okay.
put it in my pouch. Yeah.
Okay, good. Ooh.
I am a bounty hunter. I would take
You're
all
right,
of
you're
that.
right. My bad.
You make it to the burgomaster's mansion, all right, and it's like last time, the last few times actually. A maid comes, lets you in, guides you to the parlor, and very shortly the burgomaster is with you and sees Lady Wachter bound and unconscious in his waiting room. And he goes, "Ah, Jesus.
Well, she has a bag over her head.
Yes, she is. She does, which makes it a little bit more unsettling, if you ask me."
Oh.
I'll take it off.
We not only brought you
That's-
Lady Wachter, but we brought you an effective way to run her out of town.
Yes.
We have the deeds to every single one of her estates. You can force her out instead of killing her.
I see. I'm afraid that I might not be able to do that. She does have 2 sons that live in that house, and both of them are quite good. If you speak to either of them, you'll find that they want no part of their mother's craziness. But now that she's been taken care of, we can at least see what's going on in there.
I
I would
asked
be-
Talia for the deeds, and I lay them out on the table, and I say, this is an effective way to get whoever
What are
you
you
want.
doing?
Considering-
You guys sold those.
Yes,
but-
I will gladly take those as insurance.
But considering that she's already bound, I don't think that just saying, "We sold your house, you have to leave," is going to be effective. So,
Yes.
I'm just trying to find another
I
way.
think we are probably going to execute her for treason. And in the square. I assume that none of you have any argument against that.
Nope.
All right. Thank you for your service.
You want to do it now so that her people don't come and uprise during the execution, so you may just want to get it taken care of quickly.
Isaac!
I put the deeds back in the bag of holding.
The man with the spined arm comes downstairs, sees Lady Wachter on the floor, and just kind of down at her.
I mean, she is asleep, so hopefully that will make it less painful.
What do you want me to do? I would like you to take her out back and take care of her. Please. All right. Izek picks up the sleeping woman and takes her out and around the back of the burgomaster's mansion.
Jesus
I
Christ.
asked for a sleeping woman, please.
Daniel!
You're sleeping woman!
Sleeping woman, Daniel, please. Thank you.
Never conscious.
From-
only sleeping.
This woman is dead.
From the window in the room, you see a very brief flash of light, and then it's gone just as soon as it started.
I kind of put my head into the side of Orzen to in case I was gonna see something I didn't want to see.
My God! And then I realize what she's doing, and I slowly pass it out.
What are you doing? I can see you there.
Ah!
The burgomaster kind of well, you're free to go, Cloud.
Thank you.
You have been completely acquitted of all charges. Since you have the deeds to all of her estates, I assume that you have already received compensation. Again, I thank you. The town of Valaki thanks you, and have a nice day. I hope that we don't ever have to do something like this again.
rest too.
Yes.
All will be well.
And then I kind of remember that I'm like forced to smile in my head. I'm like, ugh. But on the outside, I'm like,
All will be well.
He escorts you out, and you are left on the street with one more party member and one less demon worshiper.
Yay.
Yay!
Okay, well.
It actually went pretty
I'm
well.
just shopping 'cause I have some shopping to do.
Are either of them being affected by the poison, or are they okay?
Yeah, is it an ongoing
No, they're
thing?
okay now.
Okay.
Now that the creature has died, you are no longer under the effects of his poison.
Had lesser restoration, so it was gonna help.
I cast Prayer of Healing as a 2nd level spell that allows up to 6 creatures to regain.
any amount of health is good for me.
8 hit points.
I was at 45 out of 46, so this is okay.
I'm like down. I'm fine.
I asked the party about what the I'm kind of like confused because I heard that they were deeds, and I was kind of a little mad at Cloud for just almost giving them away to the Brigand Master when we could have just sold them for ourselves.
I do think that we need to have a conversation about what we're going to do about that. But I do recall us also wanting to be sent to retrieve the special seeds. And
So I
Lady
think that should be
Walker-
Night that we should go listen to, and then we can go get the seeds.
You're right, we can make the
I'm
story.
going shopping. I've been in jail and I have errands.
Totally.
There
Why
aren't any
don't
shops around here, but
why don't we
I will
all
add
I
that
met a really nice-
you do have some loot to go and take a look
Yeah,
at.
that's what I was gonna say.
Perhaps.
Like I want.
Why don't we go back to the tavern, we'll chillax for a little bit, have some tea, go through the loot, then we'll go shopping and come back in time for the story.
Hey Talia, do you want to check out the items that we got from the house?
Do you want me to divide up all the loot?
Yeah, let's divide up. Let's divide up
Yeah,
all the
let's
gold
do
first.
that.
Sure. You make it back to the inn uneventfully. It's pretty empty in there right now. It's about mid-afternoon, so some of the regular customers are pouring back in, but it's pretty empty for the most part in here. You're able to make it back up to your room, and here we are.
I pull out the chest. I pull out the chest of all the electrum and gold, and I kind of show it to them and like,
Ooh.
look guys, shiny.
Dividing them up, that's 45 gold pieces. For 45 electrum pieces. 18.75 gold pieces.
Just take 19 each.
Okay. So pieces each. And then we have 2 gems worth $50. I can sell them when I go out shopping. I have some other gems that I want to sell too, so I can just save that 100 gold for when I come back.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. So, I'll save the extra 100 gold for when I come back.
And I kind of asked the party. I heard you guys got some magical items as well, or seemingly magical.
Oh yeah,
items.
Talia, do you want to identify those?
Oh, the pipe
Yeah,
and
the
the
pipe,
grimoire.
the
Is it a
grimoire.
It's an ornate carved wooden pipe, a small pouch, which is the grimoire of the 4 quarters, and I think those are the only non-letter.
Well,
or
I got a ring off.
Oh yeah, you
the
got a few
lady.
rings.
One of them is just a regular wedding ring, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But the other one might be magical. It has 3 gems on it, so it looks like it's charges of some sort,
Mm-hmm.
possibly. So I kind of give that to Talia and say like, I mean, I can stay with you and try to help you identify these.
So, okay, if I can cast, it says I can cast Identify as a ritual spell,
Yep, it means it would take 10 minutes per item to identify them.
and then it doesn't take a spell slot, right? When you cast as ritual.
No, it does not.
Okay,
Great.
so I'm gonna stay
that's
with
fine.
Talia and try to help her identify the items. And
I'll go
just
shopping with Cloud.
I was gonna say. Also, is there a blacksmith?
All right. After we identify the items, this might be a good place to stop
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
3:45.
Yeah, let's identify everything.
All right. So, the pipe is an item that should appear on D&D Beyond. It's called a healer's pipe.
Ooh.
It is the artifact of a gnomish tinkerer from several hundred years ago.
Oh, baby.
It was taken and given to the Walkers as a gift. It requires attunement by a gnome, but when used, it has a certain amount of charges. I think it's 1d4. Or I think it has 5 charges and it regenerates 1d4 plus 1 per day. And as a bonus action, you can use the pipe to heal 1d4 health.
Oh.
That's fancy.
And then the ring is something that I don't think I've added to D&D Beyond yet, but I can tell you about it.
Should I add the pipe to my end?
Yeah.
I'm the only
We'll give it to you.
Loud.
Come on,
Cloud's
Cloud.
really the only one who can use it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so
That's why the walkers had it, because they couldn't use it for themselves. Oh.
I have to find the page where it talks about
They can't even use it.
What?
He said, what a lame gift for them. They can't even use it.
Yeah, like what?
Well, how did they know it was magical?
And it probably
Maybe
looks
they
pretty.
like
They just like doing it. Ooh, found with the pipe is. Do I recognize the herbs found with it?
They are like a weird, dry, purplish herb that's not native to anywhere that you've been.
It's basically weed.
Okay, is that it's magical? So I don't think I need.
Yeah, magical. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
All right. So the ring. Well, I cannot find it in the book right now, but the ring has 3 gems on it, and each of the gems allows you to cast a different spell. Let me see if I can just find it online real quick, since I can't find it in the book.
Spencer, do you want? Are we gonna start off with our shopping adventures and nighttime stuff?
Yeah,
next?
let's. Why don't we do that?
Yep.
Or are we just gonna do it like offline
No, we can just do it tomorrow.
Cool.
tomorrow? You mean
Tomorrow
next-
in the
Next.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Next
I was
week.
like tomorrow.
Yeah. So, for those of us watching that want to tune in next week, we will not be able to play at the same time. We're going to have to find a different time of day to play, but my schedule will be updated before Thursday, so you'll know when we're meeting next week. So, with that,
Alright.
I think
I
that.
found it,
Oh,
by
good.
the way.
Got it.
It is a ring called Mortal Coil.
No, different thing, Mom.
It is an uncommon quality ring. It looks like a snake coiling around your finger.
That's cool.
It's out of bone and bronze and has 3 gemstones. One is a moonstone, one is a garnet, and one is a jet.
Ooh.
Once per day, a user who's attuned to this item can cast one of the following spells by touching the correct gem. They can cast Gentle Repose by touching the Moonstone. Gentle Repose is a spell that allows you to slow the decay of dead bodies, very useful for necromancers. The Garnet allows you to cast Speak with Dead.
Oh, shit.
The head.
Jet. And the Jet allows you to cast Animate Dead. The gems are not destroyed upon use, but if you remove them from the ring, they will lose their magical properties. Also, if you cast Create Undead using, or Animate Dead using the ring, they will automatically serve you. You don't have to try and charm them or whatever.
We can talk to the head.
I think we should give that one to Jessamine.
Yes,
so.
I just will be uncomfortable with the animate dead feature and probably won't use it, but if we needed to do that, then I could possibly give the ring to someone else momentarily.
It has to be attuned to you to use it. So
Yeah, so should we give it to Orzen?
I'm okay
That
with
might
that.
be a better option for right now.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
just
take it.
against my religion.
Well, it's not against mine. Hashtag atheists. What's the ring called? You haven't added it to D&D yet.
I don't think it's available on D&D Beyond yet because I haven't added it as a homebrew item, and I haven't paid for the official content on D&D Beyond. So
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's not on
John
D&D
Michael
Beyond.
offered to, but I was like, "You're not even in the campaign. Please don't worry about it."
With that, I think that we can end our stream, probably.
Yeah.
So, check back in on Thursday for my stream schedule to see what time we're meeting next week. Thank you for joining us. It was a very eventful session. That was crazy.
Yes,
So, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Um,